Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dice Soup. I am your host, Jeremy, of Once Upon a D20, and these beautiful people are Soup. So, getting back into our story, we had a little bit of a nervous session last session, as people people were fighting in the midst of a battle with some very terrible, very hard to hit little motherfuckers, I believe is the technical term for them. And they were zapping, and they were hurting. One of them even zapped Akira down, just on the beach.
That happened.
But
on the beach.
But through the ingenuity, the teamwork, and the Nidalak, a centaur who, wandering through the Fae, as one does, saw people in trouble and gave aid. In approaching and giving aid, also finding out that the Nidalak in fact spoke Sylvan, which bridged the gap between their fish guide and the party. Being able to translate, get everyone kind of on the same page, and then getting to go into the water. The Nidalak did have a weakness. He couldn't breathe in the water. And the guide had already given out all of his bubbles.
There we go.
And so, meeting in the middle ground, the guide created a water tunnel, or an air tunnel than anything, and maintained it down into the water so that the party, if they wished, could walk, though all but the Nidalak could just swim and breathe and be fine. But guiding them down there, 20, maybe 30 minutes of walking, they were brought into this small city of aquatic creatures, many types, not just Piscine-faced ones like him, some that would be recognized as Sahuagin, some that could be recognized as merfolk, all manner of people. But as they were walking through, a lot of oyster shells just all over the ground, leading all the way up to an entrance down into a cavern that, when entered, looked very much like throne room. And the party themselves standing in front of a large Sahuagin and a large other Piscine-like person, and a emissary for them, somewhat surrounded by other large scaly fish folk, all kind of wondering what these people were here for, going through and arguing their case, doing a fairly good job giving gifts. Eventually, they discovered one extraordinarily valuable thing they all shared. Name that they have now forgotten, because they offered it, they gave it, it was accepted. And in giving this name, they got a couple of the guards to swim away, bring in the weary Andor, the Baron Seymour, as they were they were known to be, eventually gave their blessing for Brandor to be released, and with regret, as they didn't want a slave as much as a pet, one that could survive down here, but name seemed very valuable and was valuable enough to set them free. So Brandor and the rest of the crew re-emerged out of this lake. Brandor on Nidalak back, the rest of the crew a little bit more experienced, a little more wary of the world, and if you haven't yet, leveled up. Level 4.
Level 4.
Level 4. Oh. With that, you are all getting to the surface, emerging from the water tunnel. As soon as the Nidalak is above the water line, the tunnel collapses. The rest of you able to come out of the water, some of you feeling a sting of extraordinarily cold water, some of you feeling comfortable in the water, almost as if it is whatever you expect it to be. But emerging out of the water, your guide kind of smiles and watches. If there was anything you wanted else from them, you see them kind of disappear into the water over here. Just that kind of trail of something just below the surface came across them because they were patrolling, and they are still patrolling. What do you do?
I mean, so they're still looking for us, or they're just patrolling in general?
You intuitively, it doesn't take much to tell that they are back to their job, but they're not like leaving the area. They're can kind of tell that, like, right over here by this rock, it's kind of like their little hideaway. They're just kind of like, see the little water trails. They're still watching, but they're not, certainly not aggressive.
Gotcha.
I think what Alec would like to do real quick is, if I'm able to try and stealth away from the group, I want to get separated from our group without my group noticing, and without the patrols noticing either.
Okay.
I'm gonna try something.
How far away are you trying to go?
As far as I can, into just kind of like into a bushy area or something like that, to where I am obscured from both my party and the patrol.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check. Oh, I know. I know where you're at.
Oof.
Okay. A couple of people don't notice, but a few do, which is not the bad thing that you may think it is. But if anybody
has noticed, sorry, I think I broke up there for a second. Has anybody in my party? Did I notice that anybody in my party saw me?
I mean, yeah, you go and kind of break line of sight, but those of you with a passive 12 or more, well, 13 or more, because meets beats.
So
let
the
me take a
Nidalak
look.
notices.
You are at least
Wait, you
noticed
said
by a few.
A
meat-
passive
meats-
perception of what?
13 or more.
Oh, Akira
doesn't-
notices. Yeah.
I think doesn't meat beat.
Yeah, meets beats.
The roll.
So then wouldn't we only need a 12?
The roll. means
He's the rolling.
Oh, okay.
I think I may be the only one in the party that doesn't notice. So I'm gonna just.
So pretty much everybody.
Hey,
I have a
quiet
plus
enough.
6 to stealth, and I somehow got a 12.
Quiet enough that you're not making a big flamboyant show of it, but you scurry
Okay.
off, and it's noticed enough that they don't lose track of you. You don't
Okay.
lose track of them, which can be
Okay.
extraordinarily important. But what are you up to?
Well, what I want to do, what's the size difference between me and them?
Oops, sorry.
But,
Are they tiny, or are they short people, or are they just like average height or whatever? Like,
Oh no, the guard. No, the guard was the fish out in the water.
yeah, like so. I just don't know what size he is.
Oh, sorry. Here, approximately medium-ish.
So same as a PC then. Okay.
Yeah, a little like long. He's long. He's like 7.5 feet long, but
Okay.
yeah, but he's kind of thin, wiry.
Is it just one, or is there multiple?
The one that escorted you and brought you back and is now going back into the water is just the one. He hasn't needed to summons another, but yeah, but he's way out here.
Okay. I may have misread the situation. I think I'm just gonna chill for right now.
No worries. No, it's the guide that met you all. Y'all were talking with.
I'm a bit of a fish out of water in this situation, so because of my absence of my absence of knowledge from last time.
That's okay. Yeah, this was the guy who was very seems to be pretty confident out here. In the throne room, they were very, very reserved, very, my liege, and humble. And then they actually got a little bit of a boon from their liege, and also shook hands with all of you. Only one of you actually comprehending what he said, but over and over to each of you, he gave you a piece of his thanks and a little bit of fey luck is with you for at least a time.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But y'all are free. Endor is free.
Mm-hmm.
You have a big, wide Feywild ahead of you.
All right. Does anybody remember the way back to the circle? I think if we put our heads together, we could probably find a way back.
Hopefully.
I'll do a survival check. See if I can suss out a path back.
I have half proficiency. I can help.
All right.
Oh,
so
+1.
I also have proficiency in survival, so.
So, if you're going to lead it off, Kira, as part of this, I would like you, instead of your wisdom for your survival, this will be a charisma survival check.
Interesting.
For which Eridrin will be able to help you.
Okay, because I have 0 charisma.
Yeah, Eridrin is able to help you, and Luca is able to give you their +1 from their half proficiency. Bards, man, bards are so useful.
All right, so here's roll number 1, because I guess do I roll at advantage, or I just get the
Roll,
+1?
roll at advantage. Yes.
Oh, roll at advantage with the +1. Okay, so that's a 15 for the first one, and an 11 for the second.
All right. So a 15. 15 is pretty good. As you are headed back, y'all were following this trail for a while. Hard to gauge because just everything kind of moved, changed, different amounts of excitement. And you start leading the group back through. This will actually be a full-on skill challenge, since you are leading the way. I would like you to do this 2 more times on behalf of the group.
All right. So
Oh hell, there's one.
there's one, and then there's a bad one.
Oh, no,
I think I know which one we're using.
No, that's the advantage there. You're still rolling.
Oh yeah, that's right.
advantage.
Oh, that's right. So
that's a 15, that's a 20, and that's a natural 20. Love that.
and then
Okay.
there were so that all together, yeah, that would be 2. So yeah, so that would be all together right there, all the rolls.
All right, so
So a 20 and a 21, and so so it was like a 15, 20, and 21.
so good. Oh my goodness. All right. So, as you maneuver through, after a solid 25-30 minutes, you realize you are definitely on the right track, like absolutely on the right track, because the sky, as dark night as it has become, still everything at least dimly visible around you, no matter the color of the sky, starts to lighten again, back to the twilight that it was when you first got here. Keeping on. You move through and push through and start finding the grass that had the trail kind of lightly in it. And just making sure I have things ready for for what's ahead. And as you bring everyone through, you begin to get into a clearing that is in fact familiar. The trees, the stumps, a ways off, circle. As you come into the glade and see circle of mushrooms, there is a moment that you have of really mild hesitation, as you do see a small creature moving around the clearing. Wouldn't be terribly strange, except they are fast. They are scurrying around at a speed that is hard to track, even for you. You not imperceptive, even if you're not particularly particularly schooled in it. You're more than averagely perceptive, and they become pretty noticeable to each of you as they are going back and forth. Here, let me.
I would like to burn a key point to see if I can keep up with one of them.
All right. So
Using step of the wind.
here, give us a tick while I pull everyone in.
Okay.
It would help if Jeremy knew what he was doing. Everybody knows that.
If anyone actually knows what they're doing in real life, please DM me.
Please,
So I-
yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
it's a case-by-case basis.
Exactly.
Sometimes I know exactly what I'm doing in this life, and then other times, I don't know.
Indeed. All right. So I think I've got. There we go. We are there.
Do I need to zoom out? So let me zoom out so I
Nope.
can see. Oh, there we go.
No zooming out. Bring you in. We're all over here. And
Very
you,
circle.
yeah, you see the mushroom circle over there, and this guy, you know, jumping, like running around from tree to tree, not jumping from tree to tree, running down a tree, across and up, extraordinarily quickly.
Ooh, I can do that.
And then, as you're all moving into the clearing, from over there, you ponder to yourself if you can catch up with them. They all the way over to there, and
What answers that question?
just look at all of you, and Nidalak, you at least understand. What are you doing here? So you hear.
Oh,
I'll kind of
That's
like
some
he'll
very
kind of like
not pretty Sylvan.
yeah he'll kind of like look around at the rest of you guys to see if you guys clocked that.
It's extraordinarily fast, Sylvan. It might be pronounced, but like there's so many syllables all in like a second. It's kind of almost incomprehensible.
It was definitely the Cockney of Sylvan.
Exactly.
So he'll kind of like look around the clock to see if you guys understood that. He'll be like, no, that was definitely Sylvan. Be like, he'll just kind of turn to, I think Luca is the one. Yeah, right there. Be like, he wants to know. Well, it wants to know what we're doing here.
Passing through.
I'll turn back to the
Just
small
passing
creature.
through.
As you go to respond, you turn, and by the time you turn to look back, it runs up behind the lot of you, and then hearing y'all speaking common, he goes, he switches, and oh, common folk, hi.
That is very disorienting. Hello.
you're a quick little bugger, aren't you?
Very fast.
A little bit. But you're all slow.
I'll take that. Yeah, that's accurate.
Touche.
I kind of shoot eyes over to Akira, and like me and him being like the fastest in the party, it's just kind of like, eh.
You hear Akira shoot back in your head. I can take him. I can take him in a race.
And I just
I'm
kind of give like I give you like the symbol for like, keep it low, keep it low.
At the same time, you hear Eredrin shoot in your head, Akira. Don't even fucking think about racing this thing.
And
Akira will audibly sigh and turn their back on the whole conversation like a brat.
looking up at you all. He says, "Oh, this is our glade."
I see.
See through it. Me too. You can tell it's that like he looks like he goes to think and immediately like it's that little blur of and he thinks for what is probably for him like a minute. Pops back and is just like, a toll, yes, a toll, yes.
And what is the toll?
I look over at Luca and I say, a toll is usually what somebody wants you to pay to cross like a certain path, you know.
Alec, I'm asking what the toll is, not what a toll
The
is.
Nidalak nods.
Oh,
and as soon as you say it, it runs and it like disappears into the trees over here and just you hear a little bit of chattering. Nidalak, you can understand it conversing with something else and being like in Sylvan being like,
Right.
we're supposed to charge a toll. What's the toll? What are we charging them for? Or what are we charging them? Like and this back and forth. And just a few moments later, racing back, stopping into the middle of the clear area there. Something valuable.
I'm pulling out one of my silver bars.
No, Arajan, please wait. No, I'm asking for a definition. Please define what the toll is, give us an exact amount, and we shall consider paying it. Name your price, and we will discuss terms or pay the price.
Alec is gonna kind of speak up and just go, and basically, I'm gonna pick up a rock off of the ground, like something, like rock, blade of grass, something minuscule, something out of like, you know, not really a big deal.
Do you pick up a rock or a blade of grass? That could be actually very important.
I'm gonna stealthily. I'm gonna make sure that nobody, like none of the little tweakers in the tree, like see me.
Oh, not the
But,
tweakers.
Alec has a high opinion of fairy folk.
Alec has not had very good experience with the Fae thus far. Like he's been swindled, and he does not like being swindled.
That's extraordinarily true.
Yes, but
Don't
who has
worry.
been making the deals?
I have an iron pot. Don't worry.
Well, I was thinking like, so I'm gonna roll for stealth real quick, if that's okay with you, DM. And I'd like to pick something up without them seeing me pick it up. Essentially, just like real quick, catch up. I'm gonna pick up a blade of grass,
Okay.
just a single blade of grass.
Make a sleight of hand check.
This ought to be good.
Oh, sleight of hand. Sorry, I did stealth.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
same
okay.
difference. It's same modifier.
Okay, same modifier. That's fine. So
16.
So you reach down and just kind of like you're checking your boots real quick. Reach down and then you pluck a blade of grass, and blade of grass as you pick it up goes from that vibrant green into a like an autumnal yellow, and you notice a little circle around you go this autumnal yellow. You pick it up real quick, but as you pick it up, there is a little bit of a circle around, like directly around you.
Yeah. Okay. Weird.
Yeah,
Alec doesn't know what
pick
that
it up
means.
and- You pick it up and
I was just gonna be like, look at Luca and just be like, basically start to feign, just like, being concerned about like, he's gonna go, oh, Luca, they said something valuable. They don't mean my most prized possession, do they? Like clutching that blade of grass in my hand and trying to make it seem like it is like the most valuable thing I own, possibly.
Alec is met with the most stone-faced expression from Luca. Luca just flat-faced, says nothing, does not shake his head, does not nod, just kind of stares back at you. The Fae might not notice anything wrong, but Alec knows that Luca is going, "What are you doing?"
Alec's trying something.
So,
Welcome to Dice Soup, where the party members try something and Luca has to talk them out of it.
So,
Being done with our shit.
so as you look up, and say that you hear a very what's the word? A very jovial chuckle as make sure I titled this properly. There we go. Wait a moment. I need to look. Oh, that's right. Brandor's not leveled up because Brandor is exhausted and Sir not appearing in this film right now. Anyways, so
We have to change.
so as you watch them, you watch them waiting for some sort of what's the word, sign. You see this this glowing Fae. The picture doesn't quite do them justice, but they're glowing this kind of vibrant purple hue, but you can tell that as much of it seems to be infusing them, it all goes down to their boots, which for the lot of you is extremely strange. Nobody around here except for some of the people underwater seem to have any affinity for metal at all. But this one, the boots look like they're almost like Mark I Iron Man metal, large, oversized,
Bulky.
bulky, locked onto their little legs as they step through just this very, very heavy,
Oh,
slowed down, and she calls out, "Ah, you are bargaining with the Glades."
You said this came from behind us?
No, from in the trees.
From in the trees, okay.
And then coming down, walking much more slowly than their compatriots, for whom they share a lot of features.
Guess Ozzy Osbourne was right. I guess fairies do wear boots.
You proud of yourself?
They're not dancing with dwarves, so not really.
Swear. Alec, with that, Alec's gonna be just kind of respond with like, well, it seems like that was our only choice, was to bargain with them. So I'm not sure what other options we had.
No, I mean, bargaining with the glade.
Oh. Not sure what to say to that.
Interesting choice. You, and she points towards Luca.
Yes.
You seem to know a thing or two about a thing or two.
Maybe more like half a thing about a thing or seven.
I like that. While I appreciate ingenuity, your friend just pulled from my treasury
Uh-oh.
and claimed it was his.
Uh-oh twice.
Highly recommend that you give that back willingly.
No.
No, not you. I'm highly recommending that he give it back willingly. I'm not giving you any orders.
Oh, then that's fine. That is, I understand whom you think you're addressing. Unfortunately for him, I tolerate thieves long enough to take more than was taken. I will give you just a few moments. Ponder your situation carefully.
And I highly recommend that you come up with something of value to give in exchange for that.
This guy just zips around and like backs off. Like there's this moment of like ooh, and he just clears out of the way.
Please tell me that
In
you have
the-
something.
In the most polite form of, I guess, contrite in this way, Alec just very sincerely, just like, well, do apologize. I had no idea this was of any value to you. I was not aware I would be stealing from you directly whatsoever. I kind of just thought it was taken from the forest itself, and not thinking that it was going to be a big deal. Otherwise, I would not have done that. So, gladly.
Everything in this glade, everything in the Fae, has someone or something that belongs to. Sometimes it only belongs to itself. And she points down towards the circle beneath you.
Mm-hmm.
The grass is not owned as much as it is lightly giving itself.
Well,
If anything,
as
you
I
should
said-
apologize to the grass.
fair enough. As I said, didn't think it would do any harm. If I did, I wouldn't have done it.
Pet, apologize to the grass.
You want me to apologize to the grass?
Grass wants you to apologize to the grass.
So does the grass get mad at us for walking on it when we walk through the forest, or like
Luca kind of leans over.
Step I take?
Luca leans over and kind of like does that like light nudge punch to the back of Alec's arm. Just kind of like get with the program, man.
All the while, Eredrin is like yelling in Alec's head. He's like, just apologize to the damn grass. The sentence I never thought I'd say.
I'm just gonna like lean back and like kind of whisper like, I'm not apologizing to any grass. That I'm like, there's no, why do I apologize to grass?
You're in the Feywild.
Yeah, I don't.
As you say that, the blade in your fingers and the blades beneath your feet all seem to go from yellow, even more orangey.
Does Akira see this happen?
Oh
Is this
yeah.
something-
Oh, it's like the blade in his hand. Maybe not. The like 2-3 feet around him of all the rest of the grass. Oh yeah.
Akira actually pipes up and apologizes on Alex's behalf to the Fae out loud with their voice.
Oh.
He is very sorry. He did not mean to intrude. We apologize.
They or the grass?
Grass, we apologize. He is sorry.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. In this particular case, it'll be a disadvantage. Akira.
It's fine. Ooh, persuasion with my 0. Oh, I have a bonus there. Ooh, thank God.
Yeah, you do.
So, all right, let me bring up. Where's the dice roller? Here we go. Boop. And that'll be a 3.
Can I throw inspiration
Yes, you can.
To-
Yes, you can.
to Akira for this? Let me make sure that
You've been engaging in the conversation for sure. So
let me
that's
make
the-
sure. Okay, yeah, I do have inspiration, so I will burn another inspiration and throw that to Akira.
The inspiration is a D6.
Oh, a
Also
D6.
Roll one more time, and we're taking the lower of the two. Okay, that's still not
then-
bad, but then roll
And then the D. That's gonna be 22.
All right.
Akira actually gets down on their knees to speak to the grass as well.
And pulling yourself around and kneeling down and apologizing to the grass. Alec, you notice the circle around you going back from orange back down to yellow and kind of back down to green. The one on your fingers stays yellow for just a little bit longer than the rest, then fades back down to a slightly duller green than when it was connected to the ground, but it is green.
And this was said out loud. Akira used their actual voice to apologize to the grass.
Yeah. I'm a little like flabbergasted right now.
Luca has a kind of proud smile on his face.
Eridrin has a very "I told you so" look on his face, looking at Alec.
Faye and the boots holds up their hands very like joyfully, just see, a little bit of nutrition goes a long way. So where are you headed?
We're seeking the circle to return to the material plane.
Oh,
We're simply intending to travel through and be out of your business. We don't mean to interfere any longer than is necessary. In
Alright,
trade
well-
for our passage, however, since we're traveling through your glen, might I offer you a piece of craftwork from the material plane?
ooh, very interesting.
Yes. And Luca will reach around behind him and pull out the non-magical loot, because that actually is craftwork of the material plane, whereas the Saturn is of the Fey realm. And Luca will hold out the loot, which he will hold out the loot before him, and he will say his attempt to persuade the fairy will go something like, "This is made entirely with non-magical components, unlike anything that could be made here in the Feywild."
Mark.
Alec just looks at all the trees and wood around us, just like, okay.
And you can, you can see, couple of more of these swift boys come into view, just with the offer, suddenly just entirely entranced by it, and you can tell like they're looking at this loot, and she looks up, and as you're holding it out, she kind of sniffs along the side of it and put some love into this.
Yes, I've written many songs with it. It's been with me through a lot.
It holds secrets. Not bad ones. Good ones. Oh, they're good ones. Go ahead and make your persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. So
I know what your minimum is, but
I know.
Oh, are you eloquence?
I am eloquence.
That's what I thought.
Well, it looks like I rolled a 10 and a 5 anyway, so.
That's okay. That's okay. The 12 is a 12 and a 5, but.
Or 12, I guess it was 12.
No, you're fine. You're fine. With a 20, that actually does shift things a little bit.
Yay!
So, as you hand this over,
Well, I'm waiting for them to tell me if it's sufficient in trade before I hand it over.
well, as you're
This is
presenting
not-
it, rather.
This is not a
Presenting it,
yes
rather.
and moment.
Right now, they're just smelling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Erdrin, I'm gonna give you a moment. I'd like you to perceive. Well,
Perceive. Would you like me to actively do that perceiving?
would be relevant, yes.
Is rolling. Shit.
What did I do? I hit the wrong button. Stop it. There we go.
Not even the Phalot's gonna help me with that one, so.
Indeed. You notice there's a few twinkling lights in the trees as well, but nothing more.
I'm completely disregarding anything that's happening with the Fast Boys and the Fae. Watch.
Yes. Anybody else watching?
I'm watching I'm just kind of watching I'm watching the fake creatures, but I'm more or less also just keeping my eye on the grass to make sure we're not continuously offending it somehow.
Oh yeah, no. You notice like it kind of occurs to you now that you've had a little bit of interaction with the grass, like when you've been passing through it, like it changes shades a little bit, like it goes from the vibrant down to a duller green, and you kind of realize that was kind of the trail you were following before.
Okay.
And now that you've seen it really shift colors and really go yellow, orange, you can intuit that it at least has moods.
Okay.
You're not sure the depth of its sentience, and if you try and project your telepathy towards it, you don't get a response back. But there is that little bit of there is something to it, and right now, at very least, looking at it, grass isn't as heightened alert as it was before
Out
you
of-
apologized.
Out of respect and deference, for what I kind of what I'm just I'm learning here. Kira's learning. Kira's going to do an acrobatics check to be able to walk deftly as lightly as possible out of respect for the grass. That's
I will
horrible.
take it. I mean, and I'll with certain things I'll take a little bit of a passive. You're not no more deftly than you were before, but still politely going through it. It still changes a little bit of color when it's stepped on, but as soon as it's not, like, it kind of goes back up to a normal again, and just kind of crunch, and then
Gotcha. Yeah.
you can kind of tell that it knows its function, the world.
Gotcha. Yeah. Gotcha. Understood.
Doesn't seem to take offense to your steps. But you
Gotcha.
tumble, and you have that moment where you're trying to step even more lightly, and you kind of and you tumble
Right.
into it, and the grass, a weird way, like as you fall into it, like it catches you and you fall softer, and then that little bit of like it kind of like touches lightly, just kind of like a gentle like cat almost.
Right. Oh yeah, Akira would definitely giggle aloud, like, and actually lay in the grass, for just a little bit, as long as we're not moving and doing anything important. Akira's gonna totally relish this moment of the pillow-like grass.
All right, and then as she finishes smelling the loot, she's reaching towards it and like stopping herself, and you give it. Can I share in the secrets? Not share the secrets, but share in secrets. Know they're there. I just can't see them yet.
Unfortunately, I'm offering only the loot.
Agreed.
That is sufficient for passage?
It's sufficient for passage. Nobody touch them!
All right. And Luca will hand over the loot in exchange for passage.
And she takes it, and it's bigger than she is, but it's a loot. It's got the hole, and it's lighter than the size would betray. And kind of
Yes.
All right, boys, have a loot. And you hear not only the four that you can see that have kind of like swarmed up, but several of the small lights around, all kind of chiming out a yay, yay. And she kind of tucks it under her arm, and holding the neck, very much like she has been given a treasure, starts to stomp away.
All right, then I suggest...
Stomps up onto the rock and like lays it down and just starts kind of ding, ding. It's very child with a professional instrument. She's trying to figure it out. And you watch as the rest of these creatures, or at least the fast ones that you are aware of, start. They're all very curious about this, and just all of them start. Yeah, to your trained musical self, it's a little bit horrifying. A whole bunch of tiny children talking at it, and but you know, they're trying to figure it out at very least.
Oh, this phenomenon is nothing new to Luca, who has, been a street performer in the past. So he's definitely experienced children walking up and plucking strings and such. So, but Luca will turn back to the rest of the group and I think maybe it's best if we take our leave then.
Quickly.
Akira, you
Yes.
feel with the kindness that you have treated the land itself, confuses you just a little bit. Take 4 hit points.
As in damage?
Oh no! Take 4 hit points.
Well, it heals you.
Yeah, as it's hugging you and you kind of snuggle in with it, you have in fact been the nicest to the ground, and in meeting it fully, it eats you back.
Oh, awesome.
I was very confused for a second too when he said take 4 hit points. I was like, wait, what? The grass
I'm
is
gonna be
attacking.
honest, for a second, I thought the same thing, and it's also perfectly reasonable for Alec to think that anyway. The grass hasn't been nice to Alec.
Yeah.
As Akira lays there, they outstretch their hands, kind of like to, full extension, like you're reaching out for something, and just lightly puts their hands on the tips of the grass, almost like I'm stroking the head of a kitten, and just kind of like, understanding this moment, what just happened. With the grass, and now, even though I don't know if they can understand me, I still reach out with my mind and say thank you to whatever the collective consciousness of the grass is.
And just it tingles through your fingers. Feel it, just kind of feel connected to it at least a little bit.
Yeah, this is a wonderful place to Akira. Akira, this is a great place.
It's very
Alec
magical.
Cannot wait to
Cannot
leave.
blame Akira for that.
Alec is begging for the time that we get to go through that portal.
All right, friends, let's proceed, and I think maybe we ought to be a little careful about where we set our feet.
Look quickly. I think I saw something.
Well, let's not overstay our welcome. Let's move.
Were those twinkling lights, DM, within 30 feet of my person?
The DM double checks. Some of them are, yeah.
I'm going to send my echo to where I see some of those lights, and just, yeah.
Okay.
Just
There are some. There are some over here. There are some over here. Some over here.
I think I'm going to steer a bit clear of the whole situation with the loot, so I'm just going to send my echo over to that tree.
All right. And sending your echo over that direction. Make one more perception check.
Very well. Here's hoping it's better than a goddamn. Okay.
Nice.
All right. So, as your echo approaches and looks, you can't sense anything through the echo yet.
Not yet.
But what you do get is just like one of the pulses of light suddenly drops and scoots back, but kind of scoots around a branch and like away, and you're able to see. You see a fairy.
Mhm.
Familiar fairy.
Kill him.
With the
Strangle him.
I'm going to
Did Alex say that in character, or was that just?
No, that's Bearded talking about, like, because I know what fairy this is.
Gotcha.
I'm going to swap places with my echo. Yeah, there we go. And kneel down near this very familiar fairy.
And like immediately, like there's that fear that like just looking at first like it was looking at not you, and then it backed up, and then it looked towards you, and then y'all swap places, and he looks back and
I'm going to reach out to this familiar fairy telepathically, like in a very like cooing mother sense, like it's alright. Yeah. And kind of have a hand slightly outstretched.
make a persuasion check.
Am I good at that? No, we're gonna try it anyway.
We're gonna try.
Not the best.
Not the best. It's still very like with a certain natural intuition, like you know that this guy knows that he stole from you. Like you can tell, and you reach out and and he just like tucks in a little bit more, like he's looking like he's ready to bolt. Like the wing, he's tucking in, trying to stay low, and then like the wings are out.
I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to offer an even trade. And I'm going to pull out one of my silver bars and hold it out and say, my amethyst back, please.
Oh, dice! Come on.
Starts looking around a little bit. And he climbs up into the tree a bit, and you hear a rustling. And he doesn't. He comes back around, and it's not just him. He's riding on the back of something a little bit bigger than he is. It's purple. It is deep purple, very much the same vein as your amethyst. It's long, slender, and he rides it down, and as he gets back to the branch where his safety branch, he dismounts, and you see this purple amethyst colored snake dismount from under him, wrap around the branch a couple of times, and then just kind of like look down at you, flick its tongue, and it shifts into the silver color of the bar as it flicks its tongue towards the bar.
I'm going to kind of move my hand in like an open gesture towards the snake.
Excuse me.
And you, as you do, you see the pixie kind of pull in, and that you see the contrition, the apology in the face, and he nods and whispers something in Sylvan to the snake, and it turns and nods, and then putting its wings, it unfurls, flies down, and lands on silver bar in your hand, and just kind of like as it lands, it wraps its tail around your wrist, just kind of grasps its little wings onto your hand, just looks you right in the eyes. No matter what, its shift in its primary color of skin, its eyes still that amethyst purple.
Alright. Well, in that case, I'm going to just kind of like in my head, like kind of telepathically say to it, well, I guess that'll work. And try to balance the silver bar on the branch and then walk back to the party with my snake, with the snake.
As you start to as you start to walk away, the Fae just kind of grabs on the bar, and you hear the little sound of silver brushing against branch, and then it kind of, you hear the little ting 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 ting, and a very happy chuckle as it runs up into the tree, almost like it thinks it got the better end of the deal.
Yeah, I'm going to.
That snake sounds pretty cool.
I'm going to rejoin the party and just be like, "Hey guys, look." Kinda. Like a very look at this.
Careful, that might be poisonous.
I hope it is.
Showing off the snake, he holds it up, and it seeing the lot of you still curled around Urgen's wrist, it opens its wings, and you say, "Careful, it could be poisonous," and it opens its mouth like it's going to bear fangs, but there are no fangs. Just this kind of gummy.
You're gonna hear Akira in your head, Arjun.
What have you got?
Well, hopefully a friend.
A snoot to boop.
It's cute.
Snoot to boop.
And after kind of presenting it, I'm going to kind of hold my hand up towards my hat to allow it to kind of, if it would like to, coil up onto my hat where my former silver bracers were.
So Alec is gonna be like, "You're gonna keep something from the Feywild?"
Well, why not?
Because it's from the Feywild. It's a Fey.
And I'm from the astral plane. Your point, the elemental plane.
That's different. Your entire reality is not based upon screwing people over.
Well,
Nidalak kind of side eyes you.
Look, let's just hope. If he does live to regret it, let's hope that he lives long enough to regret it. So let's get to the
Alex even gonna speak up and be like, it's probably for everyone's best interest that we get me out of here.
Yes.
You're approximately 100 feet from the circle, and there are no longer a bunch of angry Fae in the way.
Alex just walking towards the circle. He's like, "Can somebody please bring Brandor?"
Akira is going to, like they normally do, kind of acrobatically leap through the portal as we approach, like jump straight on through.
While that's happening, I'll help Brandor kind of.
Well, Brandor is
Nidalak.
riding on the back of the Nidalak, right?
I started to say, I feel like he's on the centaur.
Yeah.
But we were told to forget that it ever happened. Like, the Nidalak said that we never speak of this, and that no one ever rode on the Nidalak's back. Okay, that was because I know that you weren't here last session, so I want you to know that was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so like the Nidalak told us like
I was like, don't mention
you
it
didn't see this.
and never speak of it again.
Yes,
Is this demeaning for the Nidalak?
apparently
Eh.
so.
Eh.
But they,
Frowned upon.
but he still did it for us, which
Yeah.
is why the Nidalak has actually made a really good first impression for us.
Yeah, so centaurs are fey, by the way. Notably the
Listen,
only one so far
I'm-
that hasn't.
I'm aware. I'm very aware.
Yeah.
I don't care. This entire experience has made Alec go, hey, every one of these things can just go away. Like,
That's fair.
While on the opposite side, Akira is completely entranced by the magic of the Feywild, and
so happy you're having a great time in magical fairyland.
Akira has been having a magical time here.
He has.
And Erdrin has
Yes, they definitely have.
That being said, once Brandor has been helped off of the Nidalak, he will then say, well, I am glad you all were able to make it back to your plane safe. Do be safe on your travels, and if you ever find yourself in the wilds again, call on the Nidalak. And then he'll just sort of take off into the brush.
Like,
Oh, I was
Huh?
kinda hoping he'd stick around. He was one of the. He seemed really nice.
pops back in, he's like, what was that? It's like, oh, just
All right,
missed you.
let's. I guess let's proceed and see what happens when we go through the circle.
So you like the Lorax? You just like, I'm the Nidalak. I
Sort of.
speak to trees.
Yeah. No, I definitely if I do end up sticking around, I'll probably have a more permanent character, but this guy, I definitely felt like he wouldn't. He's young for centaurs, you know, he's low level as well, so like he wouldn't feel ready to leave the wilds.
So
Well,
Yes.
he mentioned that helping people that were lost in the Feywild was like his mission in life, and we were certainly very grateful that he was there.
Yes, exactly.
Saved our asses.
So with that, to pull up, look up from the table for a second. Justice, thank you for joining us. You know, we'll see if maybe there may be another line in the recipe to keep you on either another guest spot or maybe even longer, depending. But thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
For
It's
those
good to hear.
for those few who are watching that might not know where to find you, where can people find you if they want to look you up?
yes, give us the tea.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a TikTok where I do make a few videos that I post. You can follow me on there at Rev_Justice. And I do occasionally stream as well on the Twitch, so you can follow me at RevDabs420.
Ooh, dabs, huh?
so,
Now you're
yeah.
talking my language.
You are among a number of people who are like-minded individuals. So
Fair enough. Okay, cool.
You
Good
were
to know.
already following me. I didn't realize.
I am actually already following you as well. Yeah. But yeah, you can follow me on Twitch or TikTok for now. That's pretty much all I got going for me. But I don't have any videos posted, but I'm looking to do a blind run of the Resident Evil Village game. So,
Nice.
should be full of jump scares. Come watch me get scared the crap out of.
well, feel free to take your leave. Again,
By all.
we appreciate you.
Yeah, hopefully, you know, hopefully Brandor comes back permanently, but I hope I get to guest again as well.
For sure.
Awesome.
You know, pondering the idea of perhaps Porque no los dos. So,
All right, bye everybody.
Bye, Justice.
Thank you for
Thank you so
joining
much.
us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, now that we're you beat my Fey puzzle. Well done, all of you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
No, you know, Bearded. Before jumping back into the story, I just want to say, I love how if there's a big red button to press, even if I didn't put it there, you find a way to press the big red button, and
Yeah, that's just me as a person.
Makes the game so much better. Just so you know, it does. So thank you.
I've realized something about myself over my time of playing, D&D and other TTRPGs is that like every party has like a doer, somebody like, because people will talk and talk and talk, and finally there's somebody who's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. Like that's for some reason I don't even try to be that guy. I'm just the guy. I'm like, oh, what's that? And I'll just actively go do stuff, and the party has to kind of like catch up to me. I don't mean so if I do that too much, reel me back in. But I'm almost always going to be the guy who goes to push the button.
Well, I think it's very cool because it also definitely tells you that Bearded is not metagaming.
Right.
He's like, I know this is a bad idea, but this is what Alec is gonna do.
I can't help it. That's just who I am. I'm like, yep, this is a decision that my character, dude. Here's the deal. My characters make decisions. I don't make these decisions. My character Boris that I've played several times before, he decided he does not like magic. I didn't decide that. He said magic is cheating. And that's just how he's been since then. He decided that. I didn't do that. It's weird.
I will just put this out into the internet first. Should we have had to roll initiative against the owner of this Flynn, I was fully prepared to have my Echo lop my head off with my greatsword. Because I don't want to fight another fucking Echo.
Oh, no.
I was fully prepared to just straight up grab Brandor and like run for the portal. Just be like, screw this.
At this point, go ahead.
I was gonna say your Echo lops your head off and then becomes Eridrin Prime. There can be only one.
Oh,
Eridrin Prime. My name is Eridrin Prime.
And then we change the name of the podcast to the Phaelander. But as of right now, I think we are hauling Brandor through the circle.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine how awesome it would be if we had a character named Juan, and then we could just be like, there can only be one?
Yeah.
I'll fully put it on myself.
only
My
one.
Echo is taking one shoulder, and I'm taking the other shoulder of Brandor.
All right, so the Eridrins bringing y'all through. Akira already through. Just gonna line y'all up in a fashion. Sorry. Because y'all are gonna have to be rolling something anyway, so might as well have y'all organized. So Akira diving through first. Please make a wisdom save.
Oh no, not wisdom.
That's my dumb stat.
All of us?
Well,
The party?
Well, I'm just gonna go through one by one. So Akira,
Yes.
wisdom save.
Okay.
Oh, Sean, you got back just in time. We are rolling a. You are rolling a wisdom save.
There you are. Sorry. It's wisdom save time.
Wisdom save?
Akira dove in first, so.
That's my dumb stat.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Am I not hearing them?
Oh, there it is.
Ah, there they are. Okay, cool. All right. So, Akira leaping through. I'll go ahead and roll for Blackbird because I have no other choice. Ooh! All right. So,
Thank you for burning that in our favor instead of to our detriment.
Kathleen, I want you to know I'm watching out for you. Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently. All right. So,
Got Blackbird.
This would be
Luca, go ahead and give us a wisdom save.
Wasdom?
Asdam time.
Wasdom salve.
Almost like that thing going around right now, Paladins.
13.
Say Pilates.
Paladins. The
Gladys?
Indeed. Alec, wisdom save.
The save of wisdom.
This is not a good save for me. Ew.
I think you did all right. That's
All
not
right.
a bad roll.
We'll see.
In fact, not a bad roll. Eredrin, wisdom save.
May the dice gods have mercy on my soul. No.
May the dice soup have mercy on your soul.
Oh!
Oh, all right. So, the
Eredrin comes out the other side thinking that he's a bowl of soup.
the siblings psychic, and Brandor. So legitimate half the party, and the other half of the party. So, as you phase back to the material plane, as well, I would like you all to decide who is going to roll a D100 for me. 'Cause
I'll
I'm-
gladly roll a D100. I'll roll a D100. I'm for it. Let's do it.
Fine with whatever, honestly.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
Should I go ahead and start rolling up?
54.
Indeed. All right, so 54.
54.
So, as everything kind of narrows, the world kind of shifting around you in your sight as you're looking. The vibrancy of the glade around you fades. Grass dispelling, except for that is within the circle still. But you all stepping, some of you leaping through, some of you stepping through, are exit the portal, and you are once again in the clearing. You found this circle in the first place. Back on the
Is our
material.
cart nearby?
Looking around. Make a perception check.
Oh gosh. Perception. Not a good one.
That's
Okay,
a really
that
good
looked pretty good.
looks pretty good. So you look, and it looks like there are tracks there. Are tracks, but there are not cart. Akira, Brandor, and Eredrin, the three of you, Kira and Eredrin, y'all turn back towards the circle and think, all right, it's time to go get Brandor. Except Eredrin, you are holding Brandor.
Does Brandor say, all right, it's time to go get Brandor?
Alec, Luca, and Blackbird all retain memory of the goings on in the Feywild. Akira and Eredrin and Brandor have no idea what just happened.
I'm going to feel that my hat is much heavier.
It is a little bit heavier.
I'm just like myself over.
Yeah, you take off your hat, look at it, and you know, at first it looks like the crown or the stripe there just got a little bit scaly, and then it looks like the strip inhales and then slithers around and looks at you dead in the eyes, amethyst eyes staring back at you, and you have this little telepathic connection to it now. You get the feedback of yes, basically waiting for some sort of command.
Hi. Hi. After
Licks the air towards you again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hi.
Alec is gonna see this interaction and just kind of like go, Ergen, you okay there, buddy?
We have to go get Brant. We got
Brandor? We just went and got Brandor, buddy.
Okay.
I find it hilarious that the one player who didn't make it last session is one of the the person who's not here today and the person who wasn't here last week are two of the people that passed the wisdom save and retained memory of what just happened.
So
might be a little hazy, but
Is the portal still open?
the circle is still there. You see the grass waving.
If I don't remember what happened and I think Brandor is still on the other side, Akira would just kind of look around and see Eridren wanting to go back and would...
Brandor's right there.
Say, but then you looking over towards Eridren, getting ready to jump into the portal.
Somebody stop him.
Brandor is right there.
Luca, you have quite a story to tell me after this, I think.
Wait, hold on. Are you telling me you don't remember all that?
We found the track for Brandor, and we stepped through the portal, or we were about to step through the portal.
Luca will interrupt Eridren and turn towards Akira and just, you don't remember any of that.
Akira just shakes their head no.
And Alex gonna look at Akira and be like, if you remember anything about what happened, is that we all hate the Feywild, and none of us had fun there, and we never want to go back.
Wait, and where's my necklace? Wait.
All right. Tell you what. How about for right this very moment, we focus on our immediate problems, which is the fact that where's our car? Where's the car?
Yeah, we need form and function. I don't know where they went.
I'm gonna put my hat back on.
And I promise on the journey or during the night, I will tell you everything that happened. And Akira, you definitely want to know what happened.
Akira just gives you a very quizzical look back to the original silence pre-Fey Wild visit.
I know, I'm so bummed about that.
Oh, this means that Akira doesn't remember speaking out loud.
He does not. Nope. Twice.
No!
Akira spoke twice out loud in the Fey room.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
A realm.
So sad.
Brandor kind of groans up and just like, I don't know what happened either.
Maybe it's for the best you don't remember.
I don't think I like it.
Yeah, that might be for the best option, actually.
That might be for the best in your case, since I'm pretty sure that you got tortured by an evil fairy.
Could have left that part out. So
You can't feel it.
anyway, so you said that I saw tracks from the cart.
Yeah, you see that there are tracks over in this direction. Make a survival check.
Is that the way we came?
That was the way that the camp was. The camp was just right over here. There's a little bit of a clearing, just wide enough to kind of move through, and so pull them off. Looking at the tracks, these are days old.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
So I'm gonna lean down, kind of look at the track, kind of feel them for a second, and just kind of, I'm gonna stand back up and go, we might have a spot of trouble. I think we've been gone longer than just a few hours.
Where did we go? In your head, Akira says that. Where did we go?
He looks back and he just kind of looks at Akira and is like, all right, we went to the Feywild. I don't know why you guys don't remember it. We do. And I look over at like Blackbird. I'm like, you retained, right? You know everything?
Yeah. It was
So
wild.
it was a wild time. So I can tell you that. And he looks over. He gestures towards the tracks and he goes, "These tracks can't be any younger than a few days."
well. Then I think
We have to get our cart back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that means Form and Function are somewhere out there, probably scrounging, scavenging for food right now.
I don't think Fisher will be too happy if I lost form and function.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Alec, with that, he's just gonna start following the trail of tracks. He just kind of like, I'm gonna go find him. So,
Oh yeah, no, Akira's right on your heels with that one.
and Airdrin is right there with it too.
mm-hmm.
Also, holler yelling out form, function, yelling their names, trying to see.
I don't like what Supreme Pizza's doing with the fairy circle right now.
I'm just making sure to make a note. You know, the way one does.
I just see something on the map moving without you acknowledging it whatsoever, and it's that's always concerning. When something starts moving and you're like, "Hey, what's going on there? What is that?"
It looks overgrown.
Yeah, you know, the grass in the middle of the circle. Just making sure that it's you know, there.
That is grass. Making sure it's grass.
Indeed. Sometimes you have to check your grass. Hashtag. But as you lead,
Tron's real good at that.
And suddenly, Baba Yaga comes.
I sure am.
no,
He's very thorough.
Extremely. I check all the grass.
Gave myself a trolley horse on my chest from laughing at that guy problems.
I guess I should ask you, Alec, before we get into the chasing down your cart sequence. Did you put down the blade of grass? Did you keep it with you?
Okay, I didn't make that decision earlier, so the decision I'm going to make now, and I'm going to have to
It was never
think
explicitly said.
Yeah, it was never explicitly said, so I'm going to have to be honest and go with what I think Alec would do. Alec wants nothing to do with the Feywild. He would have dropped it back on that pile and maybe he'll do some freaky deaky stuff where it'll just reabsorb. I don't know.
Okay. Just double checking, because she did say that you know, your thievery was forgiven, but you left it. Yeah, you I understand the nope.
Yeah.
Wash the fey off. Wash it off.
Yep, exactly.
Where's the river?
Okay.
So yeah, Luca's going to follow along. He's not as fast as the two that are leading the charge to try to, chase the tracks, but he'll follow along nonetheless, a little bit pensive and lost in thought, and in his mind he's kind of writing a song to kind of retell some of what happened in the Feywild, so that around the fire he can hopefully remind his companions of what they've lost.
Okay.
And as you ponder that, there is the unfortunately heavy weight that is Brandor, slowing down the progress a bit, but you do notice also with your survival check there, not only are the tracks at least a few days old, it is about the same time of the morning that you left.
So either it's exactly 2 or 3 days old, or it's the same day and some kind of weird magic stuff has happened.
We've entered the
What's the weather like?
It had cleared up a bit, and it's partly cloudy. Winds are blowing a little bit.
We're not seeing like a significant change in seasonal temperatures, or we're not seeing leaves changing or anything like that, are we?
No.
Okay.
Leaves are about the same as they were. It's funny. It's kind of contra what it was before. Before the air was still and the grass in the middle of the circle was blowing. Now the grass in the middle of the circle is fairly still, and the wind is blowing enough that branches are dancing a little bit. The clouds are moving.
Right.
Akira, what is your speed?
40 feet.
Quick.
40. Okay, so I wasn't sure if we were the same or whatever. So I would imagine that when we're tracking this, like we're going through the tracks and everything, you said you're following right along me. Like anytime you would try and pull ahead or whatever, like Alec would just be like step a little bit faster, like trying to keep in tow with you, and then try and maybe like go a little bit faster than you, kind of like. I kind of like one of those, like when you're on the road with a car, you're in a car, you're driving down the road, and you come across a car alongside, you're like, I don't want him to beat me. I don't know why, but I don't want him to beat me. I have to go faster.
I feel you. And also knowing Akira, they would probably parkour around a little bit. So I'm just gonna throw this little check in there to see how it goes. Oh yeah, Akira is like bouncing off trees. I don't know if anyone watched Prey on Hulu. The new Predator movie with the indigenous people against the Predator, but pretty much I'm jumping around like the girl in there, like sliding in the dirt, bouncing off trees.
Ella, now I gotta watch it just for that.
For sure.
Oh, it's outside of the fact that you realize that Predator tech has not evolved since the 1700s, because the movie is set in 1719. So they're using the same exact stealth as they used in 87, as they used in 90 something, as they used in. It's like
that's fine.
When you've reached top level, you just stop leveling, man. Like you just stay there.
Also, side note, just to completely derail, but theory one being that since it's all a hunting game to the predators, I think that they use specific tools, maybe not necessarily the best technology available to them, but specific tools for their hunts, because it's just.
Oh,
it's
are
just
you suggesting that these tools may be primitive to them?
I completely understand that part, but 1719 to 1985, no upgrades. I can't accept that. I can't accept that. I can't accept that.
Think
of it like a ritual, like a coming of age hunting ritual. They use their ancient relic tools, their ancient relic weapons. I mean,
let's get back to the game. We can chat about that. Let's get back to the game, because I go off on a tangent.
We're enforcing our own little breaks in the middle of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, shaking off the Feywild, scrubbing it off.
Yeah.
With y'all running through, go ahead and y'all can determine. I guess I'll ask each of you, Akira and Alec. Proficiency in survival, yes or no?
Proficient in survival? No.
Okay.
I'm just good at it.
I have a half proficiency, so I can help.
I'm middle of the road at it.
I said Luca was kind of pensive and lost in thought, so I don't think Luca's helping with survival in this case. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fair. So each of you
I do think that our characters should probably take a short rest before we follow the tracks, because if they're days old, 10 minutes isn't going to make the difference.
That is correct as well.
Yeah, like a short rest might not be a bad idea. Brandor's like got 5 levels of exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
He's Brandor is suffering.
Are we able to take care of any of those like in a short rest?
Not in a short rest.
No,
it takes a longer rest to really pull that out. But with a short rest, a lot of things come back for a lot of you. So this is.
I mean, nothing comes back for me.
Short rests.
I don't think I get anything back in a short rest.
Okay, short rest.
But you do give things during a short rest though too.
Do I?
Yeah, you can Song of Rest.
I get key points
Oh, I
back.
forgot
on the
that
short rest.
existed.
while you're writing your song, tuning up your song, heading over to the rock that kind of corresponds with the one where your original loot was left.
Yay, I get 9 hit
Just
points.
gonna wait. I should kick back
Go ahead
in a moment.
Go ahead and give yourselves that good short rest button. Brandor being able to short rest as well.
Maybe. Oh no.
Did we just lose Sean to an oh no?
Yeah, it's weird when you hear oh no and then just.
I think I'm back. I think
Yeah, we heard you
And,
up to your leaving.
It looks like everybody gets that Song of Rest 6 points.
Oh, then Brandor doesn't need to use that second hit die. That
No,
takes.
yeah, I'm
Take
back
him
up.
back to
I'm
the top.
Okay, hold on.
I had to go hunt that ability down.
Can I ask someone being the most baby D&D player here right now?
Mhm.
What does a short rest do? I'm confused.
Sure. So with a short rest, which again is kind of the purpose, one of the purposes of our game, teaching a few of you. During a short rest, you can regain certain features. Some people get more than others. Fighters get like a lot of their cool shit back.
Yes,
But,
we do.
But also you roll. Yeah, action surge, second wind, all of these things. But also, when you are hurt, you can burn hit dice. Each die that you roll, for you it's d10s. You roll your die and add your con mod to it. Oh, with the stuff that's been rolling into the Roll20 chat, the hit die for knock is an 8 + 1, so it already did the +1 con. Same for Brandor. Luca rolled what is Song of Rest, a great thing that bards get, where when you take a short rest and somebody is burning hit dice, they get an extra d6 of healing. He rolls the d6, so whatever you roll, you can add that extra d6, and you can roll your hit dice individually, so that like you don't have to commit to, oh, I'm going to burn all 3 of them right now. You can roll one and be like, I think I need a little more. I think I need a little more.
And I did roll a 6 for that. So yeah.
So whatever you roll, your baseline is now, if your token is correct, your baseline will now be 28 before you roll a hit die.
Okay. And so rolling this hit die, do those replace after a long rest then? Or...
Yes, you get half of your hit dice back on a long rest.
Okay.
Half of your total, not half of your spent.
Yeah. So I would get 2 back since I was only 4.
Yeah, you'll get back 2 on a long rest. So you could roll 1 first to see if that tops you off, and if it doesn't top you off, then you can put off.
It does.
Well, yeah, no, that does it.
I like seeing good rolls there. Nice.
Okay. That makes sense now. Thank you.
So yeah, you were at 28. That should have topped you right off. I think Blackbird as well had at least something that they used. They did not get hit, thankfully. They got back a spell slot. A hexed.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, they're a warlock. They'll get all their spell slots, but
Not all of them. They're also something else. But yes. So, taking time, kind of, letting Brandor rest for a little bit, sitting, relaxing, getting finally, for some of you, not even remembering why you were so tense, but taking a little bit of time to relax. Luca kind of working on the lyrics and the music to help others remember. Will feel significantly better than you did just a few minutes before with the face circle. Heading back out, getting back into it. You start following the tracks. Alec and Akira go ahead and lead off. Luca, which one of them would you help? Because with Eredrin and Blackbird and Eredrin 2, there's a lot of focus on bringing along Brandor.
I think I'm gonna help with. I'm definitely gonna be helping with the survival. But it might seem strange to Akira, but Luca would help Akira because Luke, during the time in the Feywild, Akira and Luca had experiences, and Luca was a little bit closer to Akira, but Akira doesn't remember it. But it's still very, like, the natural response would be to go help Akira.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
that
Akira,
moving that.
Roll yours at Luca's +1 given to you. Alec, go ahead and roll yours as it is.
Okay, so. Or +4 actually for me, total with the Luca's help. So that's I crit.
Hello.
Nice.
Thank you, Sir Luca.
Welcome.
It makes me sad though that Akira has forgotten that moment with Luca. That makes me sad.
Oh, I went to look to see if Bearded could hear us, and not only could Bearded not hear us, Bearded was not in his seat and has now taken a bio break. So right now we will just
take our own short rest.
We'll piggyback off of that natural 20. But yeah, let's go ahead and now me realizing the time, let's take 15 minutes. I'm not going to commit to exactly 15 minutes, but I am going to try and suggest to myself out loud, hey, let's try and start on time-ish. So let's hit a quick break. We'll be back. Thank you for being here, and be back shortly. Well, hello everybody. I'm sorry, I just came out of my elven trance. No. So, when last we left off, the soup had left the glade, left the Feywild entirely. Come back, some legitimate half, remembering what had just transpired over the last multitude of hours. The other half, gone. But taking a well-earned short rest after stressing so hard in the Feywild, people relaxing muscles that didn't even know why they were so tensed. Luca, started making some lyrics to a song to try and help remind everyone of what just transpired, using that song of rest to help bolster the party more. Getting back into tracking the cart, Kira and Alec and Luca leading the charge, while Eredrin 2 and Blackbird C2 escorting the exhausted Brandor through the way. Even with the slowdown of Brandor being just rough, just exhausted, made pretty good headway. Akira and Luca helping bring the group forward, and through through the trees, and you get to a point where you hear some people talking from a distance. Of a ways. Let's go ahead and bring you all over. And
Let me go to get to back to roll 20.
And
Boop boop.
bring the group this direction. Zoom out a little from there, and there's a clearing up ahead that through the trees you see what looks like a giant tree, perhaps rotted from the inside, definitely felled over behind the stump. You can still see a huge part of it behind the stump, but the oddity is that there's a little trail of smoke coming up out of the stump, and in front of it there are two people, one of them looking similar to, though not exactly like, I'm sorry, whatever her name was, not exactly like, and another one nicer, almost like red on the outside, even deeper crimson on the underside, cape, a long staff, and even though she's somewhere in the upper 6 feet, she's looking up. She's looking up to a man whose shoulders are above her head. Slayer, if you'd like to describe yourself.
So, you see a on the high side of 8 feet, nearing 9 feet tall, a stone gray skinned pillar of a man. He's got similar-esque sort of tribal wear as you saw on the Nidalek, though this man seems to be dressed for colder weather. And he's got a rather large, though proportional to himself, great axe sort of slung over one shoulder, and sorry, and he's also got a couple of hand axes just kind of like hanging in loops at his hips, as well as a few javelins that can be seen attached to his pack. He has sort of like tribal tattoos on him that I will probably describe better at a later date.
Indeed.
But yeah, that's about what you see. No bald, no hair.
All right.
And should I say the thing?
So, the taller of the ladies, the more classically handsome of the ladies, looking up at this mountain of a man, saying, "You promised results, Slayer."
I will find them. They can't have gone far.
brought the dwarf. Cart. Not them.
They will come looking.
If the group would be so kind as to give us some stealth checks.
I can see that this is a Goliath.
Oh, this is very Goliath.
Akira will shoot over to Eredrin via telepathic link.
He looks a lot like Cyrix, my sensei.
True. All right,
And
so that's
stealth.
knock. That's Luca.
One
Sometimes,
second.
man. Sometimes.
Like,
Nope.
I don't understand it. I'm supposed to be good at stealth.
We're not in your favorite terrain. Your favorite terrain is cities.
Let's be honest.
Apparently.
Bearded, let's be honest. You're gonna be the one throwing the first punch anyway, so we might as well just get it over with.
Probably. Anyway,
Oh man.
get
You know
ready,
that I have,
Justice.
like, you guys know that I have like no spells, right? Okay, just
Oh, the one that
you get nothing on a short rest.
the
nothing.
roll that counts is already there, the 13. I was just trying to see if my D&D Beyond would connect back to the
Okay.
roll 20, but it did not.
I mean, I don't remember actually casting any second level spells. But I seem to not have any spell slots. Either that or I am totally reading D&D Beyond backwards.
Interesting.
You should have at least gotten one with your level up. Usually,
I mean,
so usually
maybe-
bubbled
then
in,
maybe I-
bubbled in is the used.
oh, okay. Well, then in that case, I have plenty of spells. My bad.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
just misread.
yeah, you're all right. You're all right. Hey, you know what? Sometimes thinking that you don't have any food in your fridge when you have a nice chocolate cake in there, it's the best feeling. So,
I don't have very many
Cake
first
sounds
level
like
spells
food.
left, but I have some second, and I've got at least one inspiration.
exactly. But yeah, so Kira ducking back a little bit, Alec a little bit the wrong way, Luca getting quite hidden. Erdrin, did we get your stealth check? We have an Erdrin. Don't have an Erdrin. Where did he go?
Eredrin.
Oh, we lost. Yeah, we lost him. I just came back to Discord to see that his face is gone.
You can't see
Say-
me.
His beautiful face. Come back to us, row your boat. Sorry. Wow. That's the one time I'm going to use that joke while they're not here.
At least
Oh.
he wasn't here to see it.
Yeah.
Gently
would deserve
downstream.
I would love. I would love to just let him just get a free kickoff on that one. Okay.
Oh, no.
Well. Okay. Well, you know, sometimes you are the instigators.
Sometimes you drop dice, sometimes the dice drop you.
Somewhat. Blair, what's your passive perception?
It is 13.
13. Well, behind you, as you say, I will find them. You hear a little bit of crackling out in the woods. Sounds like armor. Sounds like footsteps. And as you turn and look through the trees, at least a few of those people are very obviously over there, and the women in front of you, whom you know are parts of a coven, they have made no secret of their themselves or their intentions. They both perk up and say, "Well, if you're worth your salt, let's see how you bring them in. Don't kill them. Not yet." And with that, from a ways away, it's time to roll just a little bit of initiative.
Whee!
So +3.
There are things in the initiative tracker that I didn't realize existed.
That'll be a 13 for me.
Initiative.
Hon.
Maybe the actual thing I need to do, which is click me. Ooh, and then roll it.
Click you.
So as that said, he'll just sort of turn and kind of like just like use his shoulder, like nudge his axe off of his shoulder and hold it in both hands.
Be
Face
ready.
them.
All right. Oh my God! I'm so sorry, Ro. I didn't.
Oh no!
Didn't mean it.
I have a strange, curious question. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. I found the answer. We're all good.
What's the
We're all
answer?
good?
What was the question?
All good. Oh, it's unimportant. I found the answer.
Okay.
I got lucky this time.
As it notes, I see that Luca got 21 as well, but it seems he has a +3 modifier, which I think beats my +2 modifier. If that's relevant to you, sir.
I believe that's true.
That's why I have a 21.14 for the tiebreaker reasons.
True. And with that, let me double check on her. She will let you go ahead of her.
Okay.
As you are the one who is supposed to be doing the job. Yes. All right, and let me set myself up for success. And so in the sudden call out of get them, Luca, not only are you hidden at this moment, but you have a little bit of a drop right now. What do you want to do with yourself?
Shoot. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what the best thing I could do is at this exact moment. I'm checking. I think I will. Can I like hold an action or prepare an action?
You can prepare an action. You can take your action and essentially concentrate on whatever you're doing and release it upon a trigger. So, what do you want to do, and what do you want to trigger it?
I will prepare to cast Fog Cloud out of my Saturn, if any of those entities seems hostile and moves close enough to the party. I would like to put them in the middle of a fog cloud, which might give us. We don't really have much range attack going on, so it might give us a little bit of an advantage to be able to maybe hide again.
All right. In that case, remind me the size of a fog cloud.
It's only a 20-foot radius. It's a sphere.
Okay.
And it's centered at a point within range, and the range is 120 feet plus 20 feet per level.
Got my area of effect templates. I'm going to drop this one down, and we will treat that as held, so we'll have it hiding over here. When you decide when it is, the advantageous moment, you can decide when to interrupt with your reaction, drop it, and get ready to let it go. All right, so Luca, looking like he gets his hand in his very particular chord position as he pulls around his lute, and it's just like a guard with their weapon at attention, but it's just like he's got fingering fingers in a spot, his playing fingers in a spot, and he's just ready. Slayer.
All right. So he is going to begin. Is that where I'm at over there? Actually.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I was in a tree and now I'm back over there. Okay. All right. So from here, it's a long distance. All right. So he'll just kind of casually run, like at a jog, up to here. And he only sees like this group pretty much, right?
Yes.
Like
yes.
right here.
The group in the middle, the Akira and Luca are both properly hidden from you right now.
Okay. All right. So, okay, sizing them up, he will then go ahead and make a dash.
In a dash.
So this way. And you'll notice as he's dashing up, he is moving rather fast for how big he is. And he'll sort of call out at this point to the people that he can see. He'll say,
Lay down your arms and come with me. Less painful.
and that'll be his turn.
All right, as she goes moving up behind, she runs forward and then in a step just not quite matching speed with you, but getting close. Her staff comes around and washes energy over you, and you feel faster. Much faster. One might even call you hasted.
Lovely.
As she washes the energy over you and says, yes, get them. Brandor.
I don't like it for that.
Brandor, seeing this, shrugs themselves off of the Eredrins, and just kind of takes a wide stance and starts drawing their longsword, and just holding it with two hands, just like bracing themselves for what's coming. Let me just take their shield off because they don't have that. Actually, no, they're smarter than that. They have another weapon on them. Instead of drawing the crossbow, they draw instead of drawing the longsword, they draw their crossbow, and it's a little bit of a range, a little bit of a shot.
When I see the crossbow come out, I'm gonna drop the fog cloud.
Okay, where are you dropping the fog cloud?
It's honestly gonna be here
Okay.
because it'll obscure the vision, but it doesn't obscure our vision of each other.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and use that charge.
All right, go ahead and burn your charge. All right, so it's a disadvantage because the fog cloud pops up. But they are really, actually quite good with things. So they're going to use a superiority die, and precision attack. So that's a D8 extra. So 14. Brandor picks up. You drop the fog cloud through the fog cloud. Slayer, does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
All right, so flying over your shoulder, you see a crossbow bolt fly, and Brandor just kind of hisses for a moment, and then goes to and is kind of struggling with the whole locking and loading. Anyways, can't move. Blackbird, seeing what you're laying down, is going to start dashing this way, just kind of firing into the darkness, because well, there are things afoot. Here we go. Now it's letting me roll at disadvantage. Does an 18 hit you, Slayer? With the haste.
Sorry, I was muted. It does.
Okay, so flinging a spell through the fog between the trees, I guess between the trees, with half cover, does it hit you? That's a +2 AC.
It does not.
Okay, so flinging it, this bolt of energy flies through this kind of like electrically charged navy blue bolt of energy, flies towards you and then hits the tree right in front of you. This kind of bush tree right there. As they are running, Akira, it's your move.
Akira is going to Naruto run.
We love that.
They call that yeeting oneself.
Right there. All right, now that I see where I can go. Akira's going to Naruto run to here. And just kind of stay in cover for right now, keeping their sight on Slayer. And they will mentally say to Eredrin,
Let's give him the old high-low.
All right. Have we been able to keep up with Ro?
Oh, that's right. Ro's not here. I forgot that. I was totally not.
You're okay. You able to return. To give them the opportunity to do what they want to do. All right, so maintaining stealth, you'd be able to move at half your speed. So you could basically take your action to dash over there and still maintain your stealth, especially because for all but a tiny bit of that distance is obscured by the fog cloud. So,
right.
So you can very much maintain your stealth and run over there, get low. Is there anything you want to do with your bonus action?
No. Nope. I'm gonna dash there and just kind of. Right now, what I'm doing is just strategically positioning myself to be able to run at Slayer when I get a chance. So.
Keeping it stealthy here. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure. So stealthy, Charlie, stealthy. Luca has in fact blown their stealth by casting a spell, but a very good spell indeed. Alec, it's time.
Alec's time.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna do That 20-foot radius. That's the cloud, right?
That is the fog cloud.
Yeah.
Here, I'll go ahead and since it becomes stationary, I'll make it so that it can't be interacted with, and I will.
Yes, I don't want to
name
move
this
it on
board,
accident.
Yeah.
Cloud.
I wanted to make sure because I was like, if I run through there, I'm just gonna be obscured. But at the same time, if I just pass on through, it shouldn't affect me, right?
Correct. And then I'm going to put it to back so you can in fact move over it just fine. All right.
Erdrin should be with us shortly, by the way.
Glorious. Thank you.
Kind of following Akira's lead, I'm actually gonna go ahead and flank the other side because they went that way, like south. I'm gonna go a little bit north.
Okay.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here and attempt to. Is there a way for me to I don't know if I have the ability because we're in the middle of fighting. If I'm able to stealth into the tree and see I can run through the tree line, see if they can lose me, and then hide in the tree, and that way nobody knows where I'm at. Essentially.
Right now, you are completely obscured by this fog. If you're going to try and hide yourself, now is the time.
Okay.
This is why I cast it. I hope that this works.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can move yourself 40 feet and duck away.
Yeah. So what is? I don't even.
Alec is 100%. Alec is 100% picking up exactly what Luca put down.
Yep, 40 feet, perfectly.
Precisely.
Awesome.
All right. So
and so with that,
Akira was limited by the fact that they were already hidden and trying to maintain it, and that only costing the use of the dash action. You are running and then also stealthing. Go ahead and roll a stealth.
Let's see how quiet I can be this time. Come on now.
We could do this.
I like it.
Okay.
There it is.
A decent stealth roll.
All
it
right.
only took 4 times.
It's fine. It's totally fine. So, kind of this quick zigzag, making a little bit of noise where you were, and then suddenly not as you and dash over behind. I'll go ahead and give you the ninja. All right. Any bonus action? Anything else for you?
I was gonna see if I could take my action and possibly just throw a dart at Senor Slayer, which, let me see here.
Well,
At
it's
65 feet.
It's a. Oh, excuse me. You don't have the. You don't have stealth as a bonus action, right? You don't have.
Oh,
yet?
right. That was my action. Okay, never mind. In that case, yeah. There's really I mean, if I burn a key point, then that would give me that option, right?
I'll let you if you essentially utilizing.
No, never mind. Okay, I was mistaken. I thought if I burned a key point, I could stealth as an action or a bonus action. Never mind.
Yeah, no.
With that, then that's just I'm gonna go ahead and just wait for further movement at this point.
All right, rock and roll. Eredrin, if you're there, you're on deck. I apologize for your position in the initiative order. Actively and out loud, I apologize. I know, I'm just saying. But then this one steps themselves forward and then goes running, flanking the other side of the Slayer, and excuse me, and they there we go. Go looking into the trees, not seeing everybody that they want to, because there's a whole bunch of cloud there. They are going to just keep running forward. All right, 40 feet forward. Eredrin, to re-catch you up. Brandor kind of shook themselves free to try and make themselves useful. Kind of hard on their feet right now, but shot a crossbow bolt into the trees. The fog cloud pops up, and they kind of are a little wavy on their feet as they're trying to reload the crossbow.
Okay. I am going to spend my movement in order to direct my echo about 20 feet in front of me in Brandor's position. If I can... There we go. I'll put my echo about there.
Okay.
In order to kind of protect us. And I'm going to ready an action should someone that we are fighting against come within range of me. I want to attack.
Okay. It doesn't sacrifice your movement to move your echo. By the by, yeah, that is just a thing
Right.
that's a thing that it can do as a free action on your turn. So you can in fact move yourself as well if you would like to.
No, I want to stay. Oh, yeah, I'll get here so as to kind of stay in front of Brandor a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to ready an action. Should someone come within range of Brandor or I would like to take that time to attack.
Okay. What weapon are you ready? Are you drawing out?
I'm drawing my glaive because it has
Okay.
larger reach.
All right, glaive time. You and Eredrin too, both in this simultaneous draw, just being ready. All right, that does bring it back around to Luca.
All right, this is going to be a very interesting turn. All right, so to start things off, Luca is going to move. Luca is going to move to here.
All right, don't worry, it's still there.
No, don't worry, because I'm about to end my concentration on it.
Damn it, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
I have to end my concentration on it.
As you...
Luca is going to look towards this Slayer, this large, this Goliath.
So much, man.
And Luca kind of smirks a little bit and says, "Sorry about this, mate." And Luca is going to use a class ability. It is Unsettling Words.
Bonus action.
Bonus action, Unsettling Words, burning one of my uses of Bardic Inspiration, and I am targeting the Slayer. The Slayer will receive a negative 1d6 to its next saving throw that it rolls before the start of my next turn. And I'm going to apologize, Justice.
No
I'm
worries.
immediately going to follow that up by casting Crown of Madness on the Slayer.
Are you able to do that?
Yes, because Unsettling Words is not a spell; it's just a class feature.
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, when you say you cast Unsettling Words, all I can think of is you just going, moist.
Oh, I love that. Let me go ahead and get the spell up there so we can get that read.
Yeah.
So let me find it. Sorry, we're going to
I'm not
cast
actually familiar with Crown of
Crown of
Madness.
Madness.
That didn't link the whole thing.
Don't worry.
That's fine.
Pop it out. Like the little sidebar up at the top. It should have the red one, and then the one below it that says display in VTT. The second one. Bam, there it is. Ooh. Slayer, go ahead and roll a
Yeah.
d6 just for funsies.
Sure, yeah. Let's see if I can get a negative number. Nope. But it's
Not a
one.
negative, but a dirty one. So as you are hit with this Crown of Madness, oh boy, I'm so happy. So few people actually use the spell. So you get slammed by this, and as you do, how does your crown appear, Luca?
The crown appears made of the same purple glowing notes that Luca's magic is, kind of known for at this point. But it appears in like a tight ligature around the head, and it is a bunch of 30-second notes, incredibly fast, moving up and down a scale. And if played, these notes would be horribly discordant.
So you're hearing like the most weird experimental music in your mind right now, and it's
Little did you know, it's just Nightcore Bjork.
indeed.
Oh, this isn't that bad.
Right. Actually kind of pleasant. It's kind of why you're like leaning into it right now. Is that your whole turn? Is there anything else you can do? That's 30 feet of movement. That's bonus action.
Yeah,
that's action.
There was one more thing that I could have done, but it was only relevant if he passed.
All right. So
Because I could have still potentially stopped him from passing.
nailed it. So
I'm so sorry, Justice. I hate doing anything
it's
that
no
takes
worries.
away somebody's ability to choose what they do. But
I mean, it doesn't entirely, actually.
all right. So you can in fact on this turn decide if Slayer, and it says melee attack. I count melee weapons that can be thrown as melee attacks because that's what they are. They're melee attacks with a thing that is thrown. So, Slayer, what not your great axe weapons do you have on you right now that might be able to be thrown?
I have 2 hand axes and I have 4 javelins.
Okay, so Luca, you can see these nice solid javelins, these clanky hand axes on his sides. You get to decide what he does with that action that he has, and in fact, the hasted action that he has if he's attacking.
I would very much like for him to. How do I ping the map? Is that something that I can do?
Click and hold, and it does a thing like that.
Oh, well, then that's very close. I would like him to attack this one with whatever appears to be the highest damage potential weapon that he's carrying.
I think a hand axe and a javelin are the same.
I think they are the same. So,
For flavor, we'll start with the javelin.
all right, Slayer. So you have
They're the same.
you have this moment where you're running forward, you feel empowered, and then suddenly go ahead and make your attack and your hasted attack. And I mean, if you want to, no, there are other things you can do.
Yeah, sorry, 1 second. My sheet's being wonky.
They've been being wonky to me too. I actually had to turn off the D&D Beyond dice roller.
What I had to do too, it was taking up way too much like processing power.
Well, I lost my little like buttons from like Beyond 20, so like I had to figure out how to get my buttons back. I got them back. All right. So sorry, what am I doing? I'm throwing a hand axe.
Javelins.
Javelin. Okay. Javelin.
The Bjork Knight Corps is compelling you to attack the boss.
Right. Okay.
And if you wanted to, there are other things you can trigger before that. That's entirely up to you.
No, he would not rage beforehand if that were the case.
We'll check it.
There's a 15 to hit.
All right, the first one flies in and flies past her, stabbing into the ground behind her. As she like looks back towards you, like, "What the hell?"
I don't know.
And then I have to use the hasted one too, right? So that's another javelin toss?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
You can hurl 2 javelins.
Yes.
You're a dangerous man right now.
Oof. Well, That is a
Ah,
12.
dang.
All right, so
He's
so
a dangerous man with some javelins in his pocket.
and you turn, lower the axe, and just I don't know, and both of them fly past her, and then let me double check.
I think I get a wisdom save at the end of the turn as well.
Do you have now you can move? You had to use your action to make melee attacks before you moved. Now you can move, and you've got double speed, and you have a bonus action.
Right. So I will then move towards the dude who did the musical notes at me.
Right there.
Notes at me.
Yeah. And I'll even do a little runny-roo around to the back.
All right. So as he runs up, Alec, you've got a beat on him. He doesn't see you.
Yep.
Akira, you as well. Very much the same. But he runs around, and you rage yet?
Well, there might be other bonus action things I can do. There's not. Yes, now I would rage, because now I'm confronted with the man who's controlling my actions. So
And what does your rage look like?
Professor Hulkwave approaching it like, yes, I would like to rage now.
right, he his rage is sort of like it's almost like one of those Maori dances, you know,
Like a haka?
kinda, but not, you know, like he just sort of like just beats on his chest a bit and stomps, and I guess like kind of does like a like a 5-episode power-up yell, you know, you know what I'm talking
Mad
about.
respect. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
As he runs forward, now, you know, great axe in one hand, as he's kind of running behind him as he's powering up, his eyes lighting up just a little bit, and running to the far side of Luca. Go ahead and now be so kind as to make your wisdom saving throw.
I will do so. And that was just the one saving throw that had the negative, right?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
I know you said you had something else to do as well, just in case. So that is a
Okay.
16, which
I am
does save.
casting silvery barbs as a
Okay.
reaction.
Oh, that's what he's got.
All right.
That's what he's got.
So what does that do?
Silvery
Ding.
barbs, it's a reroll, and you take the lower of the two.
Okay, all right.
Luca, for whom do you give your advantage to?
Alec.
Advantage.
Okay.
Alec, I know where he is, and he's hidden right there. And he, oh dang! But at least Alec gets advantage.
Right.
I mean, I think you know what my plan is.
Oh, dude, I hope we're on the same wavelength. You've been picking it up since the beginning of this fight. We're gonna get this.
Yeah, it seems like
All
it.
right. All right. So
I'm
as
also gonna die, but don't worry about that.
No.
as he runs up on you, the purple crown and the sound waves manipulating him suddenly snap. You
Oops.
have that. Yeah, you have that moment of
Don't lock it
The
off.
controller just broke.
Yeah.
Knew I
But
should have
it's
bought on brand.
Like, I bought a Thundercat now.
Indeed.
I'm never buying a Mad Catz controller again.
Mad Cats, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, I had one of those. Don't even. I feel so seen right now. Stop it.
Everyone had a Mad Cats.
True, it's true. All right. That does not recharge. So as she continues her run forward, Luca, making yourself you've made yourself very noticeable, and she has noticed you.
Hello, whoops.
Running
Like
up,
Avatar, where I see you.
running up, she flicks her wrist around, and and this energy balls up in her hand and then shoots through her body and out her staff as 3 bolts of energy fly at thee.
I am sufficiently terrified.
For which these balls of energy, in this simultaneous spread, one flies left, one flies right, one flies up and over, and all 3 of them just slam into you for a total of 15 damage, because it is
Oh my gosh!
3 magic missile bolts, maximum
Wow.
damage.
Oh,
That's why I rolled that d4 out in the open.
Wow, that's a lot.
But her bonus action, no, that thing didn't recharge, so she does not have that bonus action. She is
both
done.
of those go to you?
All three went to him.
Oh, 3, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I get hit with that again, I'm gone.
Oof.
Luke is the furthest forward and very much a problem.
I had to be within 60 feet to do what I needed to do there, and I hope I don't regret it, but I think it was worth what we tried to do there.
To be fair, my move speed's 80 feet, so.
It's
Good
bad.
night.
Yeah, he's hasted
Yeah,
right
my
now. It's a
range-
bad day. It's a bad day.
My range with Crown of Madness is 120 feet, but all of the subsequent abilities that I needed to use are 60
yeah.
feet.
Gotcha.
So it had to be.
You having an 80 movement speed is the equivalent of that scene in Justice League where basically like Flash is zipping around and then Superman like sees him and tracks him and he's like, I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Indeed. So with that, there we go. Brandor immediately seeing those magic bolts flying in, is going to try their damnedest to fire out towards the real problem, the lady who just cast at Luca, and second shot unrecoverable, but the first one they are going to try their precision shot again. Not making it, shooting it past the Slayer, but not past the Slayer and Luca, but having a hard time catching her on the beyond, using his action surge to try and do something, anything, to help. Oh, wait, anything to help, huh? You know what? Now's as good a time as any.
Oh,
There you go.
Turn it around, baby. An 18 will hit. And as Brandor fires, we're gonna reverse it. Fires, and just like the bolt just kind of like swings off and like flips backwards as it flies forward. It like bounces off of the Slayer at a weird angle. And he's just like, motherfuck, and just like slams it down, pulls up, and just, and this little bit of green yellow just kind of tweaks it right over the Slayer's shoulder and down. There we go. So it is 6 plus 4 is 10 damage to her. Which also triggers a concentration check. Oh no! That's an 8.
oh,
I like that.
And so
I like that result.
Oh no is the fact that Slayer, with my deepest apologies, you get a big stop sign, as you get the haste hangover.
Mm-hmm. Dang it! Now I'm only as fast as you guys.
Oh,
So sad.
such a shame.
And what does that bring your AC back down to?
15.
Akira would think to themselves that you've never been faster than me.
I don't know. The way I zipped over behind Luca there would be kind of terrifying.
Oh
That
yeah,
was,
no,
that was pretty impressive.
absolutely frightening.
Yes, and you're not.
But yeah.
Blackbird seeing the way Brandor is thinking, is going to reach their hand out, and you noticed that for a while, Blackbird's just been walking around, and Glaive isn't even in their pack, not sheathed on their back. It's nowhere. And then suddenly Blackbird extends their arm, and like it was there the whole time, it just flares. This kind of blue fire lights up, and the glaive is there, and they point directly towards the hag. I'm not gonna mince around the word right now, because, well, you know, y'all are smart. And they're going to levy a hex before going forth to try and put that lady down. With an Eldritch Blast, and Xing her for dexterity. Blackbird's gonna let off another blast, and kind of in this you can't catch me, kind of almost trying to keep eyes away from Alec, pulling further back, keeping what distance they can so that they can not get hurt, because this is a dangerous situation. Akira, you are up and currently unseen by any of your foes.
Akira is going to first go back to the browser. They are going to take a... Yep, it's within my range. Okay, so let's just move. So Akira is going to run up on Slayer if the mobile roll 20 will act right. I will. Hold on.
Now,
yep.
I will say, if you burn a key point right now, you can use your bonus action dash to essentially maintain your stealth, because you're crossing a big open area, but you would be able to just quietly and still maintain that stealth and get advantage to
sure, I'll burn a key point for that. And then I will just flat out attack. Let me go to my character sheet. Here it's like, yep, it's a +5.
And if you're typing it in, okay, you're just rolling twice. Okay.
Yeah.
You do still only have one swing right now, because the second swing takes your bonus action to do.
Right.
13,
yeah.
13 plus what?
So that's going to be +5.
+5. All right.
Yep.
Slayer, 18 hits, right?
That is correct.
All right.
And I'm using Astrid on this one, so that's going to be a D6 +4.
Astrid time. You rolled the D6.
Hold on 1 second.
That's a 5 plus. What's your dex? Oh, it's +4. Okay.
Yep.
Oh
+4.
yeah. You rolled the 5 first. We're gonna take the first roll. So 9 damage to Slayer right now, as you watch him like stand over Luca, and then suddenly almost this half power down, still holding on to the great axe, but kind of stuttering in his movements. You take advantage of it and slash up the side.
And then as I slash, I send a message to his mind: stand down or die.
All right, Alec, you too.
Alec is gonna burst forth from the tree and just like, hey, what's up? Let's do this. Boom. So bam, I'm right here. taking a swing. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Quarterstaff.
Cast Quarterstaff. As a reminder of our flanking stuff, it's not advantage, but you have 2 friends around him, so you have a +2 to your swings. And as a reminder, Luca has blessed you with advantage. So go ahead and this first swing roll with advantage because you have stealth.
Mm-hmm.
A 16 does hit the Slayer. Casting Quarterstaff, you have never not used your two-handed, so 10 bludgeoning damage.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and burn a key point so I can get some flurry of blows going.
All right, the first of those flurry of blows, roll at advantage.
Okay. Burn that key point real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Boom. Unarmed strike. 25.
Oh well, 27. It's better.
27, yeah.
So coming in, another 7 damage on the Slayer, reduced to 3, and then one more swing at regular.
Yep.
Hey, you got the natural one out of the way.
Another 27.
Another 6 reduced to 3. All right, so very much in the place where Slayer is perhaps best seen, getting wailed on by a bunch of people, and starting to show a little bit of wear, but it's taken a lot of wear to do it, and they're just slashing at you, smashing on you, and you're just having that. Anything else for you, Alec? That took 15 feet of your movement, which is what upped your stealth. You've got more movement if you want to take it. This guy is
just want to look at
right
Luca. I just want to look at Luca and just say, "Get back," because I can see how much he's been hit pretty good thus far. But I don't think, other than that, I don't have any other actions. I think I burned both action and bonus action. Yeah. So at that, I'm just gonna stay where I am, but just look at Luca and say, "Get out of here."
All right. And as you show that deference for Luca, this lady here. Hold on, I need to see if she recovers her thing. She does. So she flashes through the air in a face step and appears, and as she does, just kind of like flows, and she shouts out, "What did you do with her?" And looking towards Luca, channels some energy and wisdom save, if you please.
Oh.
Energy that you haven't been on the you've been on the projecting side of, but the replying side of hurts. You take 5 points of psychic damage, and have a disadvantage on your next weapon attack roll if done within your next turn. So I'll just mark you with a little red dot for now, and you can tell she seems very, very upset, but in giving that back up, she is going to run in a Eredrin and Brandor direction, looking like she's ready to scrap. She's got claws out, gnarly hair, just running at you. Eredrin, it does become your turn.
That triggers my ready action.
It does.
Actually, she came within range, so it triggered my prepared action first.
Indeed.
With that, so
you can channel any attack you make through Eredrin too.
I'm aware.
You can
I'm
hit her
just
from
gonna
there.
roll to hit with the glaive.
All right.
Let's see how much processing power this takes. Because I need to turn those dice off too, but not wanting to. Does a 16 hit this creature?
A 16.
Sorry,
There it goes.
the first one is the correct one.
16 just barely shoots over her shoulder.
Okay.
She's going to maintain her position right there for now. So Erigen 2, and she just barely gets under it as she gets up and is about to attack him. You first though.
Okay. So now, with my actual action and all that jazz, I'm going to first take my action to cast Booming Blade on my glaive. Then I'm going to action surge.
Booming Blade is done as part of an attack, so you can actually Booming Blade and you get an attack with that casting.
Okay. Okay, I read that wrong. That's on me.
You're okay.
so-
You're okay. It's better than you think it is.
Yeah.
With Airgen 2, I'm going to cast Booming Blade, and I'm going to attack again with my glaive. And then if
Alright.
it doesn't hit this time, I'm going to roll yet again, and I'm going to try yet again with an action surge. It didn't
Alright.
hit, so I'm going to action surge and do the same thing.
Right. So, are you unleashing incarnation with this?
Oh yes, I am unleashing it.
All right. So, first attack, second attack, stab. Then action surge. You have another attack, and you can choose to unleash incarnation again.
Actually, I can't. That would be on my unleash incarnations. But we're attacking again with booming blade still on it since it's still part of my team.
All right.
A 22 to hit.
All right. So with that 22, you and Erigen 2 both stabbing, and him shadow stabbing, you stabbing, all trying to get this, pin her down. And this last one, go ahead and roll that sweet damage. It's
as
regular
regular
damage right now. Then if she moves,
I'm losing it.
then she booms.
I'm losing it. It's
She moved.
a
She
long day.
moved.
I was thinking the same thing.
Welcome. All right. So, 12 damage is not kind. It is in fact hurtful and very necessary. All right. So as you maintain
With
the
my
go ahead.
She moves,
sorry,
she
with my
moves,
unused
and then he
movement,
boops her with the glaive,
I'm going to- With my unused movement, I'm going to step back just far enough to where she has to move to hit me.
All right. So moving extra you back, she is going to try and take advantage of that. And just
Actually, no. I have the mobile feat.
that is fair.
I have mobile. He can't take an opportunity attack.
That's fair. All right, so I'll just say that she tries, but she's too slow. As he steps back and she, but he's already gone. All right, Luca.
All right. Ever resourceful, even when dying. Luca is going to maneuver around a little bit here.
But now you can
And-
tell that the Slayer is very much under an amount of duress that is
still react.
Which is why I'm staying within 5 feet of you.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
I am
Just
not leaving a
action.
threatened square. Jeremy Crawford has said that you can take reactions during that exhaustion. So, so I am maneuvering to here while staying within his threatened area, and I am going to cast Bane, my favorite spell.
Lovely.
Oh,
My very favorite spell. It's that time. We're going to cast Bane, my very favorite spell. So we'll cast Bane.
Charisma time, baby.
And I will go ahead and throw that into the VTT. And that can hit all 3 of our current enemies. I believe I'm within range.
Indeed. So,
Charisma. Charisma.
That's not the chant.
yeah, one of them got single digits, and the other one got a 13. She certainly tried.
17, baby.
The Slayer shakes it off.
A 13 still fails if it's the total.
Yeah. Oh well. No, yeah. No. Slayer's is 17. But yeah, the other two, you catch.
Awesome.
Heartily.
Love that. All right, and so I'm also going to use my bonus action to use one of my other feet-bound spells. I am going to Misty Step.
That is a leveled spell, unfortunately.
Oh, I can't use that as a bonus action?
No, not if you bang.
Oh, that's such a bummer, but I guess that's just what I have to do.
So
well.
you're using that through a feature?
Yes, but it still has to be cast.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then I guess I'll hold that.
It's not Fey Step. It's not.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's okay though. I guess instead, in an attempt to potentially protect myself, I will cast Vicious Mockery on that is an action. Never mind. Oh my gosh, I'm totally failing here. Let me look here.
Okay. You're okay.
Let me look at my bonus actions.
It's a stressful time.
Honestly, I think I am completely out of bonus actions other than actual spells. So, unfortunately, that's all I can do, and I can't risk the attack of opportunity. Although, I mean, I made him throw weapons. I didn't know he was carrying the greatsword still, and he never drew it.
No,
the great axe is in my other hand.
The great axe.
He drew the great axe, so he has the great axe in his other hand right now.
Okay. So if he takes attack of opportunity, I'm risking that great axe.
You are risking that great axe.
I was
So
instructed not to kill.
There are fates worse than death. But, you did hear them say, because they said it very loud, that they intend to take you alive.
Okay, then in that case, I guess I'm gonna end my turn there. That's all I've got. So that's all right though.
All right, Slayer, I apologize.
Yep, it's fine.
And Luca, as you blast the lot of them with that energy, the other two kind of looking like they just got they got gacked with a bunch of purpley energy from you. Right, I'm making sure that my alarm just doesn't go off this week. It's fine. It splatters on, the waves out and splashes over both of them, and boss kind of like looks it over and is just like, and she starts to walk towards you, and as she does, she's like walking towards you like she's stalking you. And as she gets to right here, she disappears.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It looks like she's walking towards you with intent, and then just dematerializes. Brandor, also not super excited by the whole that chick left. Is standing their ground because their speed is negligible at the moment, backing up Eredrin because Eredrin is backing them up. Let's go. or more crossing of bows, and unfortunately, they're so exhausted, everything is at disadvantage. Okay. Brando's trying, guys. Brando's really trying. Exhaustion 5 is a son of a bee.
Yeah.
They are participating. Blackbird, I need to mark that they are focusing on the hex. There we go.
Are they singing in the dead of night?
Seeing the way of things right now, they are they go to kind of shift their focus, because Lady's not there anymore, and notices that the focus can't be shifted. It's still attached, and so they call out towards everyone. I think she's still around somewhere, and is going to try and run forward and trying to shoot the one that's still available. Let's go.
Available. Wait, does that mean they're single?
No, there are 2 of them. Hey, I'm rolling out all my natural ones, guys. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's great.
No, Blackbird.
Blackbird's really trying. I'm just doing a bad job. This is proof that both Kathleen and Chelsea need to hurry back. We need you. Need you. I'm not doing
That's proof they need to hurry back. What does it mean that the last time when I wasn't here, you were rolling decently for me?
I mean, I can't channel that magic all the time, guy. Like, I'm trying.
Well, I'm just saying, like, the opposite must be true then.
No, it's not. No, don't twist my words on me. We're out of the Feywild. Stop it. No. All right. So, speaking of Akira,
Well,
No, you have 7 bards on the stream together right now.
I'm going to need Slayer to make a. Let me go back to my character sheet. Sorry.
Okay, you're okay. You got this.
Navigating on my phone here, so. There we go, Akira. So I'm going to need Slayer to make a. Just trying to see what type of save they need to make for my Astral Arms. A DC 13 dex save.
What's the dex save time? Uh-oh.
Dex
What's
save?
happening now?
Oh, I can see the source of this dex save, though, yes?
It's true.
Okay.
What are you doing to them?
Manifesting. So when they come out, they have to make a DC 13 dex save. If they succeed, they'll take half damage.
Roll that damage.
Alright. So that's going to be 2d4. Hold on. D4, roll. It would be 2 points of force damage if they take anything. Well, if they fail, 2. If not, they just take 1.
And that's off of your arms exploding out.
Yeah, that's off my arms exploding out.
All right.
Force damage, huh? What are you, a Jedi?
So yeah,
kinda.
Yeah, you watch Slayer as this smooth-skinned dragon. You could tell by the tail, maybe dragon, maybe devil of some sort. But all of a sudden, their arms they go and flex their arms, and around the sword, This armor plating looks like it just emerges and wraps up the arm, and as both of the arms kind of wrap in these big solid, like they compete for your arms, how big they are, but draconic, scaly, but ethereal, lock up and then just like meet at the shoulders. These kind of almost mech arms. You take a single point of force damage.
And that's my bonus action. So for my actual action, I'm going to attack.
Go for it.
Okay, for my actual action, I'm going to attack. And let me roll my attack.
Action I cast. Screw you.
That's a 23.
They cast Paunch.
All right, and so that's going to be 1d4 plus 3. It's going to be 5 points of bludgeoning damage, and because I took an unarmed strike as a monk, I get a follow-up strike.
You have burned your bonus action, giving yourself...
Oh, that's right. That's right, the astral arms. That's right, the astral arms. So, yeah, I manifest the astral arms, and I punch Slayer.
These are, and this is force damage. This is not. This is not just regular. This is not just regular bludgeoning, punchy damage. These big fists hurt.
Oh, in that case,
after I punch you, I'm going to go into your mind again and say, I am not going to give you a second chance. Stand down.
Technically, I haven't done anything.
Yeah, no, well, it's true.
Technically, I haven't hit any of you once.
That's true.
This is true.
Wait, who hit Luca? Was it one of the hags? I'm sorry.
It was one of the hags.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry.
But he was ordered to attack, ran forward, and then suddenly Luca was like, nope. And he turned around and was just like, yeah, throwing at the hag.
Like stated, his orders are not to kill you, so it's not like he's gonna kill you guys anyway.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. We don't know that.
It's all right.
It's all fair.
You do.
It's all fair. It was out loud, but it was out loud. But
I'm sorry.
You could choose what that knowledge means to you. He is a big and dangerous man with a big and dangerous blade.
Absolutely.
That is, and some of that energy that is coming from his eyes is enrapturing his axe a little bit. So it's not like he's not dangerous looking right now. Alec.
Right. Okay. So, I'll change my message. I'll say, put your axe down.
Okay.
All right.
We'll see.
Indeed. Alec.
All right. I'm trying to figure out what my best course of action here is, because I mean, is Slayer like showing any sign of like, all right, maybe I should stop?
He is
like
bloodied, but he also seems pretty pissed off. He's kind of the
rage is
animal
going on
in a corner right now. He's still kind of surrounded.
Now, let me, out of pure fairness, DM, would I be able to perceive that from him, or would I just be like, this guy's just savage, and I need to, like, he's just gonna kill us, that kind of thing?
I will let you burn your reaction to do an insight check.
Sure, that sounds fair.
Go ahead and mark your reaction burnt.
11.
Justice, I trust you to give what would be fair for an 11 versus Slayer's passive charisma.
Yeah. I mean, it's he rolled passive, so that meets. So he definitely seems like he feels cornered. He looks like the type of guy who just maybe. He's got the demeanor of someone who is like following orders. He doesn't have like a bloodlust, but he does have an intent, but it's wavering.
Okay. Okay. Well, then what I'll do is I'll kind of like raise my. You'll see me like raise my quarterstaff up, like I'm about to like go for another swing, and I just kind of like assess and kind of get this insight of like, feel like he's just fighting reactively at this point because I can see how what state you're in. And I'm like, all right, and I'm gonna run away. I'm not gonna be able to take any kind of action to guarantee. Well, I guess I could use
Could disengage.
You burn it. You do step of the wind. Does that take away
You can
attack
step.
opportunity?
You can step of the wind, disengage rather than dash. Yes.
Okay.
Means you still have 40 feet of movement that is unimpeded by.
You know what? I'm good for now. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that key point. So I'm just gonna straight up just run right to here.
I'll say you could action disengage as well if you wanted to.
No, I'm using my action on this one over here.
All right, Slayer, do you take a swing? This guy just sized you up, just nodded and walked away.
Yeah, how would Slayer react to me? Like I'm about to take a swing and then I just go.
Actually,
and like kind of grunt of like I don't want to, but I gotta go away, like that kind of thing.
To be fair, your hangover turned past, so you are actually in control of yourself.
Right.
Now don't spare me like my feelings or anything like that. Like be 100% honest. I will take it.
I'm reading my ideals and my stuff right now that I picked for him. So I'm trying to see. He'll just like narrow his eyes at first, and just give a nod as you move away from him. But then he kind of turns and glares at Luke.
Fair enough.
He's like,
All right, so that does give you still an action, and still a bonus action.
Yes, because I didn't use anything. I just straight up ran away. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Quarterstaff.
Yes.
My favorite spell.
It's me every time.
Such a good spell. It really is.
It's my favorite spell. I cast Quarterstaff. On the person's face.
When you have a stick cantrip, you might as well use stick.
Boy, will a 23 stick connect with the face?
You cast stick.
All right. So that happens, and I'm obviously doing it with both hands. So go for that 10.
Taking the steps to run and
burning a key point so I can get 2 strikes on this person. So I'm gonna go ahead and go schmack-a-doo and then schmack-a-doe. See how that goes.
As a reminder, criticals do not roll, they just make max damage happen. So with that,
so what happens for me, like aesthetically, well, not aesthetically, but like physically, I run up and obviously I snarl at Slayer and just like, all right, I'll leave you be with these 2, and then I run to this one, and I'm like, I actually kind of kick off the tree and just take that like smack right to the face, and then go for and then turn around and do like to a spinning like double kick like as fast as I can.
And you drop in and kick, just like as you kick, you just nail both of her knees, and she's kind of stumbling forward, and she feeling it.
She feeling it.
So speaking of she feeling it, Lodi coming. She sees what you've done, and
she's none too happy about it.
None too happy about it, and is going to turn herself towards you, and she sees that Slayer did not Slayer did not do the thing. And she balls up her fist, reaches way back, and asserts herself. And as she does, Alec, in those cracking kind of resetting kneecaps, as she kind of clicks them back into place. Her feet down from her feet looks like she's pulling from the ground itself. Electrical energy drawing up her legs and into her hands, and she just die directly towards you, which puts Luca, Kira, and Slayer the direct path by a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
The way I imagined this going down was like I ran up to her, I smacked her in the knees, whatever, and then I gave her the whole Sam Elliott in Roadhouse, where he's just like, man, that hurts, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hurts, don't it?
Hurts, don't it?
We love the hurts, don't it?
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Plus 6 on my dexterity save, and I got a nat 1. Are you kidding me?
You got point blanked. All right, so Luca passes. Slayer passes. Knock does not pass. Last but not least, Kira, what was yours?
Kira, you're muted.
What is now? What now?
Dexterity save time.
Oh, it didn't go through? I thought I went through on dice. Roll 20. Hold on. Let me just do what I'm doing. Because since my phone is being funny about roll 20.
Beyond 20 does work really well, but it also has some kind of delay sometimes.
Yeah.
So dex save is... It's only an 8.
Only an 8. Oh noes. All right.
Oh no.
Or 2 more.
Oh, but is somebody hitting me?
Oh no, it's worse. Lightning is hitting you.
Does this count as a projectile?
It's not a projectile.
Ah.
Dang it!
No, it's not a solid object. This is energy.
So
I know, but I was gonna see if he'd swindle it that way. Just like
Alec and Akira, the both of you take 26 points of lightning damage. Luca, you take 13. Luca, you take 13, and Slayer, you take 13.
We about to be TP.
how much do I take?
26.
26?
Wait, did it explode? It wasn't supposed to explode dice. What the fark? I don't know what double exclamation point means. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it rolled the right number of dice. That's all I wanted to make sure.
So I took 26 damage.
Yes, you took 26 damage as she Hadoukens through you.
I'm not gonna meta my my HP, but I will say, Alec is not okay at all whatsoever. If nap is an indication of my health,
as you can see from their health bar, I'm not sure if you can see it, but Alec is still standing.
That's the problem, is that you may not be able to see it.
Luca is down.
The Slayer widens his stance and takes it in the chest.
And looking towards the Slayer, she says, "You had a job to do." Eridrin, that does bring it to you.
So she doesn't move.
Give me just a second.
In response, real quick though, Slayer will say, if I hit him,
I couldn't have done this.
All right.
And just generally just gesturing to his stance of like having resisted some of the blow.
Oh, nice. All right. Using your reaction as one does.
Yeah.
Erdrin, and that was to see if she recharged the thing. She is going to. I'm just going to see if she can tell if. No, she cannot tell that moving is a bad idea. So Alec made her scared. Alec literally like hit her knees, almost like dislocated her knees. So she is going to move. Go ahead and roll your die. 8. She.
Is there any mod on that, or is it?
Oh, I've already used my reaction, so I can't get attack of opportunity. Dang it.
There is no mod on it. It is just a D8.
Okay.
Just it increases as levels
I
increase.
would like the. Of course. Yes. I'm gonna roll the D8, and then after that, I'm going to take my opportunity attack.
She was here. She was here, so.
She's
within range of a glaive.
With
Oh no. Well, from Adrian too. But...
Number 2. Oh, that's right. Any of your attacks can come from Adrian too. I keep forgetting that. Nope. Yeah. Yes. Do it.
So here's my.
That's a lot of threat in space.
Yeah. Eredrin is deadly wherever they are. That's still a point of thunder damage. A 21 hits.
And does a 21?
Oh, okay. Very hits.
So I'll roll damage now. If it'll roll. That would be 6 damage for that. Now that it is my actual turn. Let's see. I'm going to stay with Brandor. I'm going to move 20. That's 25 feet to get up in the middle of this for Eredrin 2. And I'm going to Booming Blade attack with. As I'm moving, I want him to change to his greatsword, and I want to Booming Blade attack.
Go for it.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Alright, so that's 2d6 plus 3, and she has the Booming Blade effect this round too.
More!
And lag is...
There it goes, yep.
Lag is going to...
Lag is real. We do not love it.
That'll be 10 points of damage. Wait, it didn't add the plus 3.
No?
So it should be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, because it re-rolled. Okay. 13 points of damage. There we go.
Okay, yeah, it re-rolled the 2, because it re-rolled 1s and 2s. Nailed it. 13 points of damage.
Damage?
Image.
Watch out for that damage.
Exactly. It's terrible. Luca, friend.
I've taken too many DiMaggios. I need to roll a death save.
Yeah, you did not take
have to run.
You did not take extra spicy DiMaggios though, so it could have been worse.
I think that if I would have failed that save, I think I would have been instant killed.
Damn near.
Negative over my Constitution modifier. I don't.
Oh, not negative over your Constitution modifier. Negative
over my Constitution score.
Your full hit points in one turn.
Oh no, it didn't do quite enough. Even if I would have failed the save, it wouldn't have done quite enough.
To say
so that's reassuring.
New system, who this? But
yeah, new system, who this? All right, I will go ahead and roll that death save. I'm good at this.
You are doing less bad at least. Slayer. This chick just slammed you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and like, so like in his mind, when he let the other one go, it was sort of like like I could hit you, but I won't because you didn't hit me. But there was also that like conservation of resources where like if he used his reaction to hit you, he could not use the stone's endurance, and he was looking a little hurt. So he wasn't fully swayed, but I think now he is. But it's the hag's fault. So he'll sort of say something like kind of like what he already said, right? He's like, I couldn't. He's like, if I had not stayed my hand, I could not have taken that hit that you just slung at me. I think that voids our contract. And though he's not smart, he does know contract because he does work for a living.
He does work.
Step there. And he's gonna swing at the hag now, recklessly. Great weapon master.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh yeah!
Big oof! Big oof's coming!
Give her the pain train, baby!
I'm hoping
the pain train!
Oh, please stop on that. Oh, please stop right there. Stop rolling. Just stop on that number. Okay, screenshotting because I don't know what it stopped on.
It shows
stopped on a 17.
Okay.
The high one.
So, do you roll with advantage each time or
You're
something?
flanking. Well,
oh, it is a reckless.
Oh, reckless attack. Yes, I forgot.
You also have two people that are threatening.
Yes.
I don't know if that helps.
So
that's what it shows on mine.
You call great weapon. Oh, right, you took the screenshot. Oh no way!
Yeah.
Cocked between a crit
and an 8.
Because that's cocked, roll one more, not at advantage.
Just one single. Okay, all right.
Roll a single, because yeah. By the way, for you guys, if you have a die that's cocked that rolls with the D&D Beyond roller, 100%. That one's like dead on the middle, and it took the lower.
Oh, come on! Did it crit? Did it crit on that one?
Yes.
Okay,
that's what came through on my screen.
Like.
Yes. All right.
It wanted me to crit. It wanted
the dice. You know, the soup sometimes tells the story. So, and roll.
We're making some spicy soup today, guys.
Roll that great axe damage.
Mandarin oranges.
We need to put some mandarins in it, but like.
Yeah, I gotta try this.
Mandarin with very spicy sauce.
I'm excited. I gotta try that.
So that was
extra
great weapon
spicy
master,
sriracha.
a raging.
So hold on. So that's the 9 plus 12, not the plus 4, but plus 12 because we don't roll the crit damage. We are the crit damage. So
21.
You don't roll the crit damage. You are the crit damage.
21.
16.
Yeah.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I forgot something. There's a certain flavor that's missing still.
Plus 12 is 21, 31, plus rage damage is 33.
Did we mention the soup is spicy?
There's a little bit of extra zest on this.
Plus
Divine Fury.
That's 46.
This soup hurts going in, and it hurts coming out.
Yeah, this soup is the spiciest soup. As Slayer comes around, feeling the very intense feeling of his contract being null and void.
Oh yeah.
Slayer, how do you remove this contract breaker?
Like with like sort of. There's like it's radiant damage, right? So there's definitely that sort of like divine glow, but it's sort of got like that electrical crackle around the axe as well. As he's swinging, he brings the axe back. You can kind of sort of dangle loose a symbol of devotion to Cord that glows brightly with the strike as well. He just brings the axe down and just clefts the hag in twain, and there's like sort of like thunderous clap as he hits the ground.
As it hits her, this gout of energy rips out of her as she gets cut in half. Make a dexterity saving throw with advantage. You are being hellish rebuked as she dies.
That's fair. Good thing it's my turn and my reactions have refreshed.
Yes, indeed.
I'm gonna state this just for the fact that, like, because Alec is so, like, hurt right now, he probably didn't turn around in time to actually see this go down, because when she ran past him, he was too busy, like, trying to recover from, so he probably didn't actually see where she went at this point.
Right, just like kicking, dropping to the ground, standing up from the cool ass maneuver, and then you look around, where'd she go? And then you see this sudden bright flash, two bright flashes, one coming from the axe, the other coming from the gout of fire that pours out of her. Are you going to endure this? Oh yeah, baby. Y'all watch as this fire pours out of her, and Slayer doesn't flinch. A little bit of that lightning energy kind of pouring out of his eyes, absorbing and deflecting this gout of flame coming off of her. And you in fact take 0 damage.
Nice.
Wait, was it not 14 was the total?
Yeah, no, you saved. You saved with a 16.
Oh, I didn't know I saved.
Oh yeah, buddy. You saved. And
Okay.
remember, level 4, different game.
Right. You're right.
But yeah, so as this washes over you, and you just feel that satisfaction of getting your Ari. You want to move anywhere else? You do have movement.
Well, the other one disappeared around here, so he knows how covens sort of operate sometimes. That's not gonna be pleased with that action, so he's
keeping
gonna
him
hang tight,
keeping himself around. So as you,
sorry, he does just give, like, he turns to Kira, and lowers his axe head to the ground still after having and just nods at Akira.
Akira nods.
And then that's it.
all right. As one is wont to do from time to time, Eredrin, remind me your AC.
Oof. Big oof. I'm not sure Eredrin's here.
Oh, right. Eredrin's not here. Son of a...
Oh, right, yeah.
All right, so she appears, and with an 18, Eredrin is at 16. Okay, so she appears and just slams claws into Eredrin for 10 points. 10 points of damage. And then as she does, she pushes she takes another of her Fey steps to get to the far side of Alec, and stands, just appears, slams into Eredrin, and then, and you see standing in front of you, Alec, the taller and now much angrier sister. And and you know, barely on your feet, she looks down towards you, says, "Last question. Where is my sister?"
Alec will look up at her. No, Drax, no. Alec will look up at her and will just, like, with his very, like, weak form, just kind of like, this hurts a lot to just stand here, and he's gonna go, well, I can tell you that I don't know where she is, but I can tell you what color her eyes are. They're blue. One blue that way, one blue that way.
Is that a free casting of Vicious Mockery? Shit.
Oh my god! That's... Oh my gosh.
Hey, Bearded. You want to know how I could tell that was a dad joke?
How's that?
It became apparent.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh. Take your DM inspiration.
Alec, I get an inspiration for that?
You get that inspiration.
We need it right now. I'm so glad.
That's beautiful.
Brendor trying to level the crossbow again, and she fire. They fire towards where they were before she teleported, and just is like again. Sorry, all these sub 10 rolls, dude. I'm so sorry. Blackbird, now having focus again, is going to run forward to Alec's defense, and now in range of the glaive. Blackbird is just shouting, "No!" and is very much trying to draw as much fire as possible from you. In fact, leveling their Hexblade's curse on top of the hex. So Hexblade's cursing her. Then Blackbird 2 has Fey Luck. Let's do the rest of you.
Ooh.
And they are not to be dissuaded. So with a slam of their very magical glaive now, that 12 plus 3, that's 15 points of damage. Oh, oops, sorry, that was too much. What did I do? There we go. There we go. Normal. Blackbird just running in. No! Just slashing across, and like basically, like, Alec, you could see the staff like going towards you, and Blackbird just slams the staff like away from you, and just they just shout, "Get away from him!" Kira.
All right. So Slayer is no longer a threat, right? Move away from him and
Slayer literally just cut that lady in half with a radiant glowing axe.
Right, I was there for that. I just want to make sure if I'm away from him, I'm not going to invoke an attack of opportunity. Okay.
Yes, you are certain that this mountain of a man is now shoulder to shoulder with you.
Akira is going to look at Slayer right in their face and say, "You remind me of my teacher. I would have disliked having to fight you." And they're going to dash off towards the hag that Blackbird and Luke and Alec are by. So if you can move me to that hag.
I can move you to that hag. Move you to the far side of that hag.
All right. Do I have advantage? Am I flanking?
You have a +1 for flanking.
+1 for flanking. All right. Then I am just going to unleash my astral arms on them.
Got full astral arms.
That I do. So let me go to my actions and start some attacking. Well, that is a not gonna hit, I'm sure. So we'll go for. Ooh, I think I missed all the way through. I'm gonna burn a key point to keep punching.
Do it.
I got a 11, a 10, and then an 18.
All right, the 18 hits.
All right, and so they will take. Nice. They will take 7 force damage.
All right.
All right, you Jedi.
Flying by, just going for this whirlwind of hits as you kind of run by. Just the first two kind of get blocked off. The staff kind of coming up and blocking. The third one right across the face.
And Akira does not look good at all. So bonus action, second wind.
Well, bonus action was the 2 extra.
Oh damn, that's right. I did the 2 extra hits. So yeah, Akira's not looking so hot, but they're in the fight.
Speaking of not looking so hot but still being in the fight, Alec.
Yeah. I mean, there's really I'm being faced down with not very many options, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I will never let it never be said that I didn't go out swinging. I'll go ahead and cast my favorite cantrip, Quarterstaff, and then followed by leg and leg. I'm gonna cast both legs.
It's that time.
It's time to bust it out. 21 to hit.
Oh, 21 hits.
With that 11.
You can tell
I'm gonna burn myself a key
you
point
can tell
again.
this one's a little tougher skinned than the other one, but it still hurts.
Do that unarmed strike, and then flurry of blows. Just because I know they're the same thing, but they're labeled differently. I just like doing them both. 20 and 20.
Holla.
Love that.
All right, yeah. These are the things we love to see. All right. So yeah, as you're not only smacking her and you feel that little reverberation through the quarterstaff, and then you go for the 2 kicks to her knees, try and do kind of the same thing. You don't dislocate her knees. She is made of slightly tougher stuff than that one.
You were made of sterner stuff.
Exactly. You do anything else with your turn?
Let's see. I did. Let's see. It's 13, 20, 24. Okay, amount, I guess. I can't think of anything I could use my inspiration for. I mean, I don't have any potions or anything like that to like take a.
True
yeah,
enough.
That'll be my turn.
Yeah, the inspiration lasts until you use it, and you can use it on other teammates.
Exactly.
So, Erdrin, speaking of other teammates.
Okay. So remind me, the one that I chased last time is down?
Yes, they just got cut in half, literally in half, by the glowing axe of he who was referred to as Slayer.
I love that. And my other question is, how long, like, what category of action would it be to light a fire starter?
In what way? Like, you trying to spark a torch? Like, basically anything that's going to spark something is going to take an action to do.
Okay. Well, that takes that out of the way then. Screw it. My Echo is going to come over here and just go for it. Just Great Axe swing with Booming Blade cast on it. Because why wouldn't I use Booming Blade?
All right, so Eredrin almost taking this wide stance, trying to keep Brandor safe from the fight. doing this kind of shadow boxing, move slash, and the Eredrin 2 just kind of almost winks out and moves over, swinging wide. That 8 does not, in fact, hit, unfortunately.
It didn't work.
It swings, and she feeling the pressure. So that 8 actually turns currently into a 10, because Alec and Akira are within 5 feet. But basically, like, she's kind of spinning, kind of trying to deflect all these different things, and she moves just out of the way of it swinging down. What else do you do?
Can I use my bonus action, myself, just to get ready to... Would there be any way I could get ready to start a fire in a way that would make it not take a full action next turn? Does that make sense?
What fire are you trying to start?
I'm just gonna pull out a torch to have fire with me.
Okay.
And
So-
my fire started.
Okay, so getting yourself started with that. You can start getting it ready. Holding a torch and your glaive.
I can put up the glaive if that would mean I could possibly not take a full action to light it.
It's worse. It's harder.
More action economy that way. Yeah.
It is more action economy. The idea being that next turn I will let you try to use your bonus action to basically like use your glaive to like spark it. It's gonna be an actual skill check to try and just do it as a bonus action. So you're not gonna get it for free, but it's possible.
Okay. No, of course.
You don't need free. You need possible. I know you. You're good.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to move Eredrin anywhere? Because Eredrin 2 has moved, but you also have movement.
Well, no, Eredrin is staying on Brandor. Eredrin is not letting anything through.
Right. Luca, you are in terrible danger. You are hurting. It's time. 20.
20. It's time.
Luca doing what Luca does best. Being struck down and then suddenly snapping awake at 1 hit point. You have a turn. You're prone on the ground. What do?
I take a whiskey drink. I take a vodka drink. I drink a lager drink. I drink a cider drink.
And you take a deal of inspiration for that one too, baby.
Sing the songs that remind me of best.
Yep.
Sing the songs that remind me of not hurting.
Not dying.
By that I mean I'm gonna stand up and healing word myself.
All right.
I don't have any actual inspiration left, so I can't
Yeah.
I can't do that, but I will cast Healing Word. I'm gonna actually cast Healing Word as a 2nd level spell.
Good idea.
Yes, I'll do that. Just on myself. I'll heal by 8.
All right. Standing up, kind of humming that to yourself, like, take a drink, take a lager drink, take a cider drink. You have an action. You can cast a cantrip, or you can do other things. What do you want to do?
Let me see. You know what? I can cast a cantrip. That's not a bad idea. She's within my range for Vicious Mockery.
Oh, far within range, yeah.
And Luca is going to grit his teeth, look over at her, and just, "You bitch! I always get back up!" And he's going to sling Vicious Mockery at her and hope to God that she fails.
What's your spell save?
It is a DC 14 Wisdom save. Sorry, let me cast on BGG. Boom.
Are you okay? With advantage, it was a 13.
Well, she takes
Whoa.
1 point of damage.
But has disadvantage on her next melee attack, which is
big.
Which is in fact very good for her and her being a problem. You have movement as well. Do you want to take it?
Hey, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna get out of lightning bolt formation because we've already seen that that's necessary. Ding.
All right.
Yay!
Luca spreading out. Slayer.
Gotta spread the soup.
Well, time to
Mix in the soup up.
fully void out that contract.
Mm-hmm. That puts you at a +3.
Fantastic. This is also going to be Reckless Great Weapon Master.
All right.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
This is so bad.
Just give me that crit again. Just no, flip back. It's all right.
A crit every time, but a 23 is still a 23.
So that's a 18 to hit.
Okay, 18 still hits.
Okay. So that is that, and then plus a little bit of this. That rolled with advantage. Oh well. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It just asked me about advantage,
Okay.
which is weird.
Weird.
Wow, that's lackluster. So that's 20 damage.
As you run up on her and slash on her, you too can tell she is made of sterner stuff. The radiant damage definitely doing what radiant damage do, but you feel secure.
Teddy has reminded us that there may be rage damage.
Oh,
There is
right.
also rage damage.
There is also rage damage. So 22.
But yeah, so she is she's pretty resilient to the axe, but the radiance is a different story, and it still carves a decent chunk out of her as she is, she's deflecting all these other things, gets slashed across the back by you. Anything else for you, sir?
I don't think so, because that's the reason I was wanting to crit this time, is because it would not be one hit to kill her, and if I crit, I could hit again as a bonus action. But
Indeed.
I think that is all I can do.
All right. So, with that, as you all surround her, and she seeing the way of the one sister, she looks towards the lot of you, and just says, "She will return. I will return. We will find our sister." And she just like the particulates kind of melt of her, where it's you kind of know the look of like an invisibility. She essentially decomposes. She mists away.
And as she's doing so, the Slayer is just like, "And I won't help you next time."
That's like a shame. I wanted to catch her on fire. I'm so excited to catch her on fire.
As she
That's why I
disappears. She disappears. Wait, what did I do? I know things. I'm so good. Why is that on this level? Should be on that level. There it goes. Sorry. as she disappears and looks like she turns to move towards you, Slayer, and then just immediately just dissipates, and kind of her particulates splash against you as they disappear. You feel that unease as she passes through you. Then, as the lot of you have a moment to catch your breath, you hear as the doorway that was up against that tree suddenly starts to like shrink in on itself and turn into this odd knot in the tree rather than hole of entry, and the smoke immediately just stops. She is no longer. Neither she nor her hutch are any longer noticeably on this plane.
Blair wanders over to the other corpse to look for any coinage for payment.
All right. Go ahead and rage loot. Investigation.
All right.
And on the
Slayer needs
side,
something out of this.
on the side, Luca will be throwing one healing word at Alec and one healing word at Akira. But since neither of them are in the chat right now, I can wait until next session to throw that.
Okay, no worries.
So I'll make a note in the chat.
Hey, rage looting is not your worst.
No.
Your worst stat. As you look her over, you find a pair of orbs.
Wow.
Both of them kind of this little bit of floating matter inside of it. Well, I guess both of them just have this floating matter inside of it. One of them looks a little bit kind of purple pink coursing through it, and the other one looks a little like pale blue white clouds kind of coursing through them.
Okay. Interesting. Pair of orbs.
Mark them hag orbs.
Hag orbs. How much do they weigh?
Why does
One pound. What was that?
It sounds like an item on a menu at a really sketchy joint.
Indeed. That's
One of those fancy molecular gastronomy joints.
indeed. So with that, I believe we have in fact elapsed our time a little long today.
For sure.
But
Sad.
in fact, Luca did his best impression of not dying again, and so that is actually one of the reasons that I kept it going, because I was scared. So with that, let's go ahead and cut for today. As always, we appreciate everyone who is a part of this, those who showed up, those who could not show up. Thank you. Those of you especially on our Patreon, patreon.com/onceuponad20. Some of you here in this room, thank you. Until next time, remember, kindness is free, and going.